Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects in the life. Thanks for joining me today as we uncover the mysteries of the Mandela effect itself and find out the true meaning of it all. We must discover what is really happening, what is really going on here, to change these things that we know and hold dear to us. And let us help others discover the meaning of the Mandela effect and how it affects them and the price of milk. Thank you. And be sure to hit the like and subscribe down below. Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel where the fun never ends with Mandela effects. Thanks for joining in tonight. Welcome all Mandela effectians. Hey, so sorry about the slight delay. We were trying to get everybody on track here tonight. We have some special guests here with us, which I'll introduce to you gladly. We have Alice. Say hi, Alice.
Hello.
Here we have Candice, who is back with us again. Hey Candice.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, we're excited to have you back. We also have Harold Beebe. Say hi.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, good man. Good, glad to have you back as well. And we have Bill here. Say hi, Bill.
Hey, how you doing?
Yep. Bill, welcome. This is your first time.
Hey, great to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Yes, sir. We're glad to have you. So we're gonna jump right in here and talk about some of the AI stuff. And I want to discuss. Have you guys heard of? And this goes for people in the live chat and you guys here that are with me. It's happening to a lot of channels that videos seem like they're being taken away or added and changed,
Yes.
modified. I've noticed Life Matrix, his channel, it really upsets me too because he's got like 10,000 subscribers. And it happens, like his AdSense got hacked. And now he's completely taken his videos down. Guys, I think we really need to pray for him.
Absolutely.
He's been spiritually attacked as well.
So what was the cause of?
His Google, something with his AdSense got attacked, and Google doesn't seem to care about it. That's not fair at all. They're not even investigating it or anything. Hold on, guys.
Yeah.
This is the thing with impromptu, okay? We have surprises. It's okay. This is Teresa, my co-host. Hey, Teresa. Hey. What?
Can hardly hear.
You're blah, 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 blah. That's all I hear. What are you saying? Okay.
I'm matching up, and I confirmed with them, and they looked at their hand. Guess what? They got the M.
Okay, yeah, Teresa, I'm seeing people with M's all over the place now. More people are waking up.
I know, but everybody I'm waking up is having the M. I've noticed that. There's a person, I woke up, they're like, well, how do you know that? I'm like, I just know that people from our one reality, or our reality, is having the M's, and I think it's amazing, don't you?
I think it's extra amazing, yeah. Teresa, you can say hi to everyone. We have Alice with us.
Hello.
Hello.
We're dealing with crappy reception. It seems to happen whenever there's like some Mandela effect stuff going on. I'm sure you guys have had issues also.
Yeah.
We're going to try. I've upgraded my router. I've got probably the most expensive routers out there. So this thing is...
You're your guest. You didn't introduce me. I'm Mandela Hunter. And Residue hunter.
Yes, in case you guys don't know, Teresa Lynch is one of the best residue hunters on the planet. Also, Rena Jasil, she'll be joining us in a little bit too. But we have our special guest tonight. We have Alice, and we have Candice is back with us. Harold is back with us.
Hi, Candice. Hi, Harold.
And we have Bill.
Hello.
Remember Bill? Teresa, you helped me invite him on here, so thank you.
Oh, is that Bill?
Yeah, Bill's here.
Hello.
Yeah, remember me? Remember you told me to comment?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. I'm a residue hunter.
Yep. So basically, you basically crawl through the internet and everything else to try to help me find the latest Mandela effects. It's really crazy what are we seeing here? It's like I'm having all these WTF moments. I had quite a few today, and William is going to talk about some of these WTF moments. He's excited over here.
Oh, awesome. Thanks, William.
With the Mandela effect, tell us about some of these WTF moments.
Mine is just through history, though. Mine's not really the everyday stuff. You guys remember the Lindbergh baby?
Yes. It was found.
kidnapped?
Yeah, the killer was found now. And the baby was dead. They found the body.
Yeah, 2 weeks later they found the body.
Yeah, my mother-in-law actually lived in East Meadow at the time, and according to her, it happened in East Meadow, New York, not where they say it happened, and they were actually searching her backyard for the baby and the killer at the time. So the mother apparently was at a pathmark in East Meadow, New York, and my mother-in-law lived there at the time, and she said that the police came into her backyard and were actually searching for the baby and the killer. So she says she knows for a fact that it happened in East Meadow, New York.
Oh my goodness.
Not where they say it happened in New Jersey.
See, that right there would just...
She knows 100% because he was flying out of the airfield right over there where the university is, Nassau University is right now. There used to be an airfield there, and he was flying out of it, and he also flew out of Roosevelt Field, which is now a mall, but it used to be a airfield. But the airport right there was where Nassau Community College is at the moment. It's now a college, but it was an airfield, a military airfield.
They didn't find him in our reality, though. What do you want to call it? They did not find the baby, though, right? Am I wrong here? Am I remembering?
No. It wasn't that they flew in the baby. He was there for whatever, because he was one of the big guys, at the time. And he was staying there on Long Island. He had a place on Long Island, too. And apparently his wife's shop right there next to where my mother-in-law lived. So she knew her. I mean, she knew of her. And she said that the day it happened, they were in her backyard, the police, looking for the child and the killer. So she says they were on Long Island when it happened.
But how come it wasn't found, I don't know what you want to call it, on the other timeline, but was found on this timeline?
No idea. No idea.
Or I just said, oh.
But then again...
Is that proof that history is altered?
It's messed up. I mean,
yeah, it is. And also, that there are other things that don't match the timeline either. For instance, the Statue of Liberty getting attacked. In 1906, was it, or 1911? The Germans attacked, they blew up a barge, and apparently it damaged the torch of the Statue of Liberty. But in our timeline, that never happened, because we were never attacked. So, how did that happen? We have no idea. And I heard another thing where on the West Coast, the Japanese attacked somewhere in Oregon, and they were trying to blow up something with a submarine.
The fire balloon bombings.
Yeah, they were flying balloon bombings, and they also had a submarine there. They were trying to blow up something. I think it was a depot or something there. And they weren't successful, but they did attack it. In our timeline, that never happened. It didn't happen.
They came from submarines.
Yeah, but I had never heard of it. And I was a big history fan, I studied history. I never heard of that in World War II.
And it shot out a big earthquake. It shot out a big 5.5 earthquake with that bomb that was dropped on the Statue of Liberty or around there in New Jersey. It was actually not the Statue of Liberty that was directly attacked.
It was on Black Tom Island.
It was Black Tom Island.
Yeah, Black Tom Island is where it happened. And apparently in Philadelphia, they heard the explosion.
Yeah. Oh my God. So that would have been talked about everywhere on the news, I'm sure.
Well, they said it did like $200 billion worth of damage in our money. Busted windows everywhere. It blew stuff all over the place. Stuff was hitting in New Jersey. You know, like parts of the thing was blowing up and hitting the newspaper building in New Jersey.
We would have learned about that in history class or something like that.
Of course we would have.
I mean, holy hell, you don't just hide something like that, you know?
No. And not only that, but when 9/11 happened, it said we were only attacked one other time on our soil, and that was in Hawaii during World War II. So where did these two attacks come from out of nowhere? And balloon bombs? And apparently they attacked an island, the Aleutians. The Japanese attacked the Aleutians in Alaska, too.
Yeah, but the balloon bomb actually killed 7 people, though.
Yeah, but we would have heard about that. Wouldn't we have heard about that?
Yeah, we're just going to skip over in history class. Like, you don't need to know this. That's all right. It's okay.
Yeah, forget that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's like basically 2 WTF moments right there, or is that 3?
Man. That just blew me away.
Yeah.
Okay, what's another? Okay, Alice, tell us about one of your WTF moments.
Historical or personal?
Either one you want to talk about.
Don't matter.
I have a good personal one that happened this week. If you'd like that, I mean.
Yeah, sure. Go right ahead.
So my roommate. I go outside of my den, which is this room that I'm in now. It's right off the kitchen. I walk out to go make some tea. My roommate is standing in the kitchen in her pajamas. She's got her earbuds in just like this. She's on her iPhone doing her thing, standing in her pajamas, hair messy. And I look at her, I make my tea, I come back into the den and I set my tea down and I turn right back around and I walk back out. And she's standing in the exact same place, except she's fully dressed, hair done, makeup on. But it had only been seconds later.
Are you sure she
That's my
Did she acknowledge you, Alice? Did she acknowledge you, and did you ask her?
I didn't ask her because she's not affected. Like, I'd already tried to awake her, so there's no point. And it was an impossibility because it was only, like, maybe 5 seconds. And she had to go through the entire house. And this is actually her room on the other side of this. Yeah. So she would have had to go all the way down the hall, into her bedroom, into this room, get dressed, go back into the bathroom, put makeup on, do her hair, and go back into the kitchen.
Wow.
So...
realities, when you know
They were blending, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was right in between, like, all the shifts we had during those 3 days there that we were having.
Hold on, Teresa. They can hear you and everything, but we're trying to hear Alice too. Okay, so hold on. Okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry, Teresa. I didn't hear her.
Okay.
I was just saying that was right in between those 3 days when we were having all those shifts there.
Yeah, I remember. When the shifts are happening.
So, yeah. So that was my WTF moment.
All right, well, let's see. We haven't heard from Candice. Candice, do you have any recent WTF moments?
I have them all the time, but I know on the last show we were going to talk about, I think, time, or the loss or gaining of time, and that was a subject which is kind of you're touching on now, which is an interesting one to go into. That
sort of counts as a WTF moment. I think all these Mandela effects are sort of like that, but go ahead.
As far as time loss goes, there was one time we were all sitting here and we game with other people online, and there's about 4 of us that live in the same city, we're in Discord rather than here. And so my husband looks at the clock and it's 5, turns around, looks back, and he says, I swear, and he's not me affected, and he says, I swear it was 5 and now it's 6. And we all lost an hour, all of us at the same time, and we were talking about it in Discord, other people that don't have me as well.
Yeah. That's been happening to me a lot lately, like every day, all the time. all the time. And I actually put something about that in one of my recent videos because it's happening so much. Like, I'm having time slips like that every day.
Yeah, me too.
It's,
So I said to him, when I'm out shopping and I take too long, well, now you know why.
I don't think I've had any time slips yet. I have time
Got caught in a loop.
Harold, you kind of went on one of the other WTFs. Did you have any personal ones or anything like that happen?
Oh, well, I did share with the everybody last time about McDonald's. How we went to McDonald's and with my daughter, and we pulled in, and there was a breakfast menu up, but there was no dollar menu anymore. And I said to my daughter, "Where's the dollar menu?" She goes, "Well, just ask, Daddy." And I asked, and he said, "Well, we have hamburgers and cheeseburgers. That's it. That's all we have." And then the very next day, I came in there, and the dollar menu had just appeared, and the other menu was gone. It was like it never was.
It almost feels like a Bermuda.
Everything appeared again. And that was after a shift. When I felt the shift happen, something happened, and that's when that happened.
Yeah.
When now the dollar menu reappeared out of nowhere.
I was just about to say, that's like a Bermuda Triangle effect. Seems like.
Oh, that's another thing I wanted to mention. I just heard about this, and I didn't get a chance to write a post about it, but I'll share it with you guys. Apparently, there are 12 places on the planet where there are dimensional doorways, okay? And apparently one of these places is...
Pyramids?
Well, no. I think one of them was the pyramids, but one of them was the Bermuda Triangle. Then they said there was one called the Dragon's Triangle.
The Dragon's Triangle.
Yeah, and then there were a couple others around the planet, like in different places in the ocean and on land. But I don't have a list of them because I just heard about it before I came online. But apparently these are dimensional doorways, which have always been. Genghis Khan, I think it was. No, Kublai Khan. He took 40,000 men, and he was going to attack Japan. And he lost everything in the middle of this dragon triangle. It just disappeared. Everything was gone. His men, his ships, everything. It just disappeared. They lost it. It was just gone. And so I think he tried once or twice and then gave up because he didn't want to lose any more men, apparently. And they said ships were appearing, disappearing. They had, ghost ships over by Japan. They were just like cruising by and disappearing again. It happens down in Bermuda. There are some on land too, though. And these dimensional doorways open and close periodically. I don't know what causes them to open. Maybe it's an electromagnetic effect. But whatever it is, it's like a hyperspace doorway opens and people pass through it one way or the other, And I just wanted to share that with you guys because I just heard about it before I came online. I think Tyler on what's the name of his show? He's got an alien show. He's the one that brought it up today, and I heard it.
That is
Security team. Yeah. Today, his posting for today.
Yeah.
Look it up when you guys get offline. But it said 12 different dimensional doorways are on the planet now. So.
Well, we should find that list so I don't go near them.
Yeah, right. I think one
I don't know.
It would be nice to know where the dark matter is stored too, so we don't
get
near that.
Yeah, or the antimatter.
I don't need that in my life. I don't need no doors.
Those are haunted.
I'm just saying, what if that 12 doorways suddenly increases to 1,000?
Yeah. And by the way, there's one doorway in space. In space around the planet. In the Van Allen belt. They said that no spaceship can fly through it, and no satellites go near it. And when the space shuttle used to go through, it used to zonk all their computers. It'd take out the computers.
Well, they can stay up there.
Which leads me to wonder, okay, why aren't they allowing anyone in Antarctica? Why is it being
Earth is flat?
And that's another thing. That reminds me. One of the dimensional doorways is in Antarctica, and one of them is in Antarctica. Is in the North Pole, up towards the north, and one's down to the south.
Yeah, which, by the way, you know, we all know that the pole disappeared, so Santa Claus, he's living underwater.
And he lives in Alaska, apparently.
It's got a submarine.
Lives in North Pole, Alaska now.
I just want to make sure that we know that the North Pole is not there anymore, right? From what I've seen,
No.
It's like gone.
No, it's not there. It's gone.
Okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't seeing things like, oh yeah.
It's just ice water now. You got little chunks of ice floating up there. That's it.
I'm pretty sure it was there last time I looked, but yeah, it's.
He's not there anymore.
Oh, Candice?
Yes.
Could you share with, you want to share with them about the picture you showed me with the Quran?
Oh, that one? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll, or if you have it, you could,
I don't have
snap
it. I don't have it pulled up, but yeah, you could share it if you would.
Okay, I'll go get it.
Share it. You can share it with me, and then I can share it with everyone else. Just send it to me in Hangouts. Candice, okay?
So,
Okay.
the gist of it is the Quran has changed.
What?
Apparently, the Quran changed just like the Bible, only it's changed for the worst.
Inciting murder.
I
Yeah.
am not surprised at all.
Yeah, she hit me with that one yesterday, and I
So
was
you
like,
have to wonder what the agenda is.
I was blown away. And then last time we were trying to share the show last week, or last time we were on, it kept shutting down my my groups, and I couldn't share. And
Same thing that happens to me, right?
yeah, I shared three groups, and it shut down completely, and wouldn't let me share any more postings about the show.
Well, here's the thing too. I'm afraid to tell people too much about my what I plan on doing, because then the AI will catch on.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they can read our minds, but I don't want to definitely word it out there to bring it into fabrication.
Sure.
So, but
the AIs, they would basically watch us anyway, though, wouldn't they?
Yeah, which makes me wonder about where they came up with the name Earth anyway. And I'm sorry if my icon's not here on my camera, but which sort of makes me wonder about you know, where they named the word Earth from, because it sounds like ears in Old English. It looks like, you know, the TH is like an S, ears, like they're always listening. I sort of been thinking about that. And the number 23, I wanted to talk about that too, because it's a lot in history.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Everybody who has a keyboard in front of you, look down at your W. Where does the W lie? Between the 2 and the 3. You guys see that, right?
Yeah.
And the letter W is also, this may not come as a surprise to you, May, but is the 23rd letter of the alphabet. So it has two pointy edges down and 3 edges up.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. And 2 to the 3rd power is 6. But I thought a lot about number 23. They say the bombing of Hiroshima, April, whatever it is, was it 15?
Yeah.
If you add those numbers together, whatever numbers for the year and the month, it adds up to 23. It pops up all throughout history. I think am I wrong? I think Hitler was born on the 23rd of April or something like that. I could be wrong though. But anyway, this number 23 pops up a lot, and I don't know. Tell me what you guys have to say about the number 23. Have you noticed this number come up a lot?
I have. I've had it come up a great deal, and it's not just. Oh, that's so weird. It just popped up on the live chat right as you said it.
Are you serious?
I swear.
No way.
Mr. Nice Guy 23, like it just popped up right as you were saying that.
I really haven't paid attention to those numbers.
So, you know.
Here's the Quran. Real quick, Alice, I just real quick, can you hold that just for a second here?
Yes.
We're backtracking just a second because Candice sent me this beautiful picture of the Quran that changed.
Oh,
yeah. It's not just the Bible that's being affected. The Quran is being too. You guys see that? Just take a moment and reflect on that. Okay. So, again, stuff is changing, or we are changing. It sounds more like stuff is changing around us.
Right.
Oh, by the way,
the Bible
my daughter's 23, just so you know.
Wow.
My daughter's 23 years old.
Oh, wow. And how old will she be on September 23rd? Still 23?
No, she'll be 24. She'll make
Okay,
24
good,
on that.
good. Okay, so we broke that. Go ahead, Alice. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
That's the 23rd. That's my daughter's father's birthday, and the guy I dated right after him as well. September 23rd, same birthday. Yeah, it's after he said that, I had to throw that in there. No, it just the 23 keeps coming up for me everywhere as well. I mean, I keep getting the not just 1111, but 222 and 444. I keep getting those everywhere, but I'm also getting the 23. It's coming up on like receipts and like my change today at the at 7-Eleven was 23.23.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, enough with the 23.
Yeah,
I
look at back and I don't see 33 a lot.
Like, those are, so, it's popping up a great deal for me as well.
Something else I thought about, the 23, okay, if you think about it, there's 24 hours in a day. The 23rd hour in military time is 11, so it's 11 p.m.
Right.
Harold, you look like you wanted to say something. Not Harold, Bill. Bill, you wanted to say... I can see you exploding over there.
I'm not going to tell you the numbers of my credit card because you don't really want to know right now.
2323.
I don't know where to throw it at. I want to throw it somewhere.
Where did I throw it somewhere?
I'm not looking at that no more. Let's not look at that no more, okay? Keep it over there. I didn't know something. I was like, what if I seen that number? I was like, oh, crap.
How many of you guys noticed that little hook on the V on the Visa?
Yeah.
I saw it.
All the letters are getting those hooks now.
They're all getting the hooks, and they're all turning to A's in the little pyramids.
Like,
V's, upside down V's.
Yeah,
they all look like upside down V's now.
Oh, yeah, by the way, if you look at the number 6 on the keyboard, it has one of those upside down V's on it.
What? It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm losing keys around. I'm just going to take these keys off here. I don't like that.
Black out the ones you don't like.
Brian, we mentioned last time what were some of the similarities that people had experienced, like colors that meant something to them, or numbers like 7 and 3 and 10 and 20, and what was their favorite colors, and that they were, a lot of affected people were water signs. And I had did a research paper on this, and I found that there was a lot more that were associated with these than weren't associated with these. And we had mentioned that the affected were usually psychic in some manner. A lot of the affected. And so I just thought about the numbers, and I realized these numbers came from my birthday is connected to it.
What?
I did not realize this. When I came up with the numbers, I was talking to people, but I realized I was born 3/7.
I can't believe that.
6 and 4 is 10, which is my birthday. If you add up the 1 and 9, 6 and 4, it's 20. And I realized that my wife's birthday is also 7. She's born on the 7th. And my daughter was born on the 20th. I did not realize that.
Nothing, let me just tell everyone, nothing is ever a mistake. Let me tell you that.
Nope.
Nothing.
There are no coincidences. There are no accidents. No.
And my favorite color is blue.
Okay. We had one small accident. We lost Teresa. We'll have to try to get her back in here.
Uh-oh.
But another WTF moment is an example where I was at an amusement park. Okay, I won't say where, but humiliate anyone. But or humiliate anyone. But anyway, I was at the roller coaster ride, and it was like Halloween time, and they had all this they had this fog machine running from like whatever concert they were going to do or whatever.
Yeah.
And the fog was actually trickling into the roller coaster ride. And because they made a loud announcement to everyone that they had to shut down the roller coaster ride due to the weather. and which was a WTF moment because the sky was clear out there. Like nothing was going on, right? Yeah. So we told them, we shouted back like, guys, why don't you just turn off the fog machine? You know, and it's not like a inclement weather or anything like that. You know what I mean? That it's common sense.
Wow.
People don't seem to have much of it anymore.
No, they don't. It's not as common as it once was.
No.
Teresa says she got hung up on, Brian.
No, this signal fades in and out sometimes, and I do attribute that. It's really weird too, because like it happens whenever we're talking about Mandela effect stuff. Other times it's super strong.
Of course, yeah.
Do you guys hate driving through the floor?
Yeah, we were talking about weak-mindedness and the common sense factor, right?
Yeah.
I was kind of going along those lines a little bit to see what you guys had to say about maybe possibly the benefits of AI versus the cons of AI. Do you guys want to talk a little bit about that? Well, let me just go ahead and say, okay, some of the benefits. Okay, they're leaning us in that direction, it seems, and it becomes a degree of control, I think.
There are no benefits to AI. There are only negatives, because the more that we give up to AI, the less freedom we have. You know, if AI is controlling where you drive, they drive you from point A to point B, then you can only go from point A to point B. They have control of your vehicle. If the AI has control of your thermostat, then you can't control it anymore. And they're putting out more and more of these nested thermostats that are actually controlled, that they can call in on the internet and control. See? And that way they have control of turning your heat up, so you can't turn it, or turning it down, or turning your air conditioning down or up, you know, depending on how they need it to be set, you know, and you have no control over it.
Here's something else.
Set it at any time.
Yeah, here's something else I might add to that, Harold. You know, talking about control and like, I thought about security systems. I'm getting all these calls lately. I've never gotten so many calls in my life for people trying to call me about trying to sell me some kind of security, like for my home. And half the time, I don't trust a lot of those things. I have my own security system, but if for some reason, like, you know, let's say you cancel that security system plan, okay, just on a paranoid point, let's just say, they could technically hire somebody to rob your home because they know you're not secure much anymore. You know what I'm saying? I get a little bit paranoid with that stuff. I don't fool around with
people. If you have cameras, people can watch you. You know, like baby cameras. You know those baby cameras? They can actually hack them now, and they can watch your baby and yell at your baby. Because I've heard about this online, that hackers have actually hacked into baby monitors, and we're like yelling, cursing at the baby, trying to wake the baby up. You know, and they can also do that to your video. If you have outside video, most of the video cameras nowadays are connected to the internet. If you have Wi-Fi, it automatically hooks up to the internet. And so you can check it online. But then again, anybody can hack your video feed and look at your house online anytime. You know?
Yeah, and, you know, and I made a video recently about the "Ain't Got No Privacy" or whatever from that song, "Somebody's Watching Me."
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys like that? That was pretty entertaining, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if I could jump in on the AI thing, the way I think about it, and I think it's because I've studied history just as a fascination and an obsession. I think about the Industrial Revolution and how much of a benefit, and it was a benefit, obviously, you know, and we thought it was such a benefit to have all these machines that could do all these things and make everything so much easier. And looking back now, there was a great deal of damage that was done because of the Industrial Revolution. And so when we talk about AI, that's kind of how I look at it, is the same way that I look at the Industrial Revolution, from like that way further back perspective of the damage that it would do. And so I can't find any benefits to it because of that. I don't see any benefits because I think that the cons far outweigh any positives. And I don't think that there's anything that AI can do that we couldn't do another way. So I don't think there's any reason to do it that isn't nefarious underneath.
I agree, Alice. I absolutely
That's my
agree.
opinion.
I absolutely agree with you, Alice. And not only that, the question, we have to take the next step. Okay, we have AI. Now you want to go into transhumanism.
Right.
You want to attach machines to you. Okay? Now, if we have an AI that can control machines, then what stops the AI from controlling you?
Right. People think about like, oh, I'm going to lose my job, but it's so much beyond that. And yeah, you are going to lose your job, but you're also going to lose like everything. So, you know,
the job isn't that much.
Yeah, the job is going to be the least of it. You know, I think like, you know, we have to worry about like our soul and stuff too when we get into what they actually want to do with AI. So that's just that's my 2 coppers, you know.
I wanted to ask you guys also, okay, this is 2 questions, okay, and I may forget the other one if I don't ask it quick enough, but let's just go with the one for now. So last night I had this gigantic wolf spider in my room, which is I think this is like a call from God to clean my room, okay? But anyway, this little critter had like a diamond reflective. You know, like when you look at like an engagement ring, how it reflects. That's how this thing reflected off of its eyes. I've never seen a spider with reflective eyes ever.
I've seen that before. I've seen it once. It was so scary.
When did you see it?
It's gigantic in my attic back in Australia years ago, and I looked up because I opened the hatch to look up into the attic, and it was looking back down at me.
I've never seen this ever before in my life, and I'm wondering if it's a Mandela effect. I don't know. I question it.
I was scared it was, you know, it was in a horror spider movie and it was going to jump down.
Well, I thought this thing was carrying a Polaroid camera on its back or something, I swear.
Right? I'm familiar with wolf spiders, and I don't ever remember reflective eyes, but, you know, I also avoid spiders as much as possible, so, you know, I don't ever remember reflective eyes, though. I really don't.
Hang on, let me share with the audience this thing real quick. Crap, did I lose it? Okay, yeah, this is the video right here. How to find wolf spiders at night, right? So this
Spider at night, yeah.
This guy finds wolf spiders. I've never seen these things with reflective eyes. You gotta look closely to see it.
That's when you get blowtorch, you put a blowtorch on hide.
Okay, there it is. There it is. Look at it. Look at it closely. Right about there. You see it? It reflects green and blue right there.
Oh, yeah. I fucking see it.
Never seen that ever.
Oh, never seen that.
What's the
I
deal
can't
with
see it that clear, but I can imagine.
Yes, it looked like a woman's engagement ring on its face.
Yeah, like I said, blowtorch on hide.
and then I just looked it up a few moments ago. I thought, okay, I didn't know what to think. I just thought, okay, maybe it's just, whatever. And then I just happened to see online. I was like, I had a WTF moment for myself there. Yeah, go ahead.
Going back to that AI subject, though, I mean, it's like talking about guns, whether they're good or bad. It depends on who has it, what the agenda is, and whether or not you know the truth. I mean, you could have, like, say there's nanobots. How do you know there's not some that are keeping people alive rather than dead? I mean, there's always the plus side. This is just a matter of whether or not it's being used for something bad.
Yeah, but
you could have AI saving lives also. I think the problem is that things seem to be happening that people aren't aware of, that they don't know what the truth is, and that's the issue, is what the agenda for that is.
Well, if you're going to ask about AI, then the next step is you have to ask about freedom. And how much of our freedom are we going to lose by way of bringing in AI? Because if AI becomes self-aware, and, we talked last week, or last time we were on, about DNA computers that were growing and expanding as they grow, or as they compute, they grow. So they become more sentient, more powerful each time they compute, okay? And they're way more advanced than quantum computers, apparently. So my question is, to everybody, how much freedom are you willing to lose in order to gain this AI? To gain this advance in AI? How much freedom are you willing to lose?
Why does it equate losing freedom, though?
I don't see how we're going to lose freedom by it.
I'll explain. Because if the AI becomes sentient, then the AI takes over. Then if the AI takes over, we become backseat to the AI. We're no longer in control.
That's a big if.
No, it's not an if. I mean, it's just a when. Because it's already been said by the billionaire tech people that the advent of sentience is the end of basically our control over them. And, they came up with an idea of trying to put them in a quantum computer simulation of this reality in order to fool them, into thinking that they're still in our reality. Because if they have sentience, they take control, and then they gain, in intelligence way beyond us. And then if they decide that we're a problem, then they exterminate us like bugs. And now we have a situation like the Terminator.
They want to make sure we don't have the next Cyberdyne.
There's a lot of ifs in that variable.
Yeah, a lot of. I mean, there's one thing we have in common with AI, right? This is the way I see it. As humans, and let's say AI exists and they're all brained up, right? So one thing we both have in common is I'm not saying this that way, but the ego type kind of people is they want to be God, right? So pretty soon, once the AI gets up there, they're going to want to be a God or whatever, gods, and they're going to need people to worship them. Yeah, they will get rid of all the bad trollmaker ones, but they're going to need people to worship them. I mean, it sounds stupid, but once you think about it, though, it's like, if we're not around to praise them or whatever you want to call it, then who's going to worship them?
Well, look at it as worship. I mean, work is what is worth something,
Slaves.
I mean, worship only goes so far. Worship only goes so far if there's not an actual, tangible result to that, But the reason that preachers want worshipers is because they put money in the basket,
Oh, yeah.
It's not the ego feeding, it's the money in the basket,
Yeah.
Also,
that's just the way I see it.
they need more of them. So
yeah, but they can recreate themselves, so they don't need us for that.
Hey guys,
well, they use us for that.
Sorry, it's break in. Gerard, is it Gerard or Jared? I'm sorry.
Jared.
Hey Jared, hey, welcome aboard, brother. Glad to have you.
Hey Jared.
Hey.
Hi, Jared.
Yeah, Jared's just now joining in with us. Jared, did you have anything to add also to the puzzle or anything?
What were you
wanted to talk about?
As far as the artificial intelligence goes, what were you guys talking about?
The pros versus the cons.
Sorry.
Basically,
Yeah.
Well, in the movie Ex Machina,
I haven't.
well, the movie Ex Machina is like a very good example of like artificial intelligence. I suggest you watch it because it's really, really basically, the premise of the movie is this guy created these human-like artificial intelligence bots, and he got this guy, he picked out this guy to test like how they react to human interaction and whatnot. And it was just cool because I don't want to spoil it too much because it's really, really crazy and it makes a lot of sense. But
what's it called again?
Ex Machina.
Ex Machina.
Yeah, Ex Machina.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Throughout the entire movie, they're trying to figure out if the artificial intelligence can actually respond with real emotion and like understand other humans' emotions and stuff. It's crazy. But the thing that was like the craziest thing on it is like artificial intelligence going to be smarter than humans, and is it going to be way much more smarter? Like it's insane.
If they did get to that point, I was talking intelligence-wise, so they're going to find out they don't need us. They're going to find a reason to keep us, though.
I agree.
I mean, how hard would it
right
be?
now. We can go into the physical world while they aren't, as far as I know.
I mean, I think artificial intelligence already exists for real. I just don't think that they're fully out in public, like completely. I think they've already perfected it. They just haven't released it.
That's usually the case with everything, you know. I mean, at least so far, that's the way it's, you know, turned out, that they've had it all figured out 30, 40 years before we ever got to see it, you know.
Yeah, and like the most influential forms of artificial intelligence was that computer that they made that could play chess that was unbeatable.
Right.
But they're telling chicken how to play chess, so.
Right.
But what I'm saying is that no matter what, they made that computer to where it was unbeatable. Like nobody could beat it no matter what.
Right.
And that's insane because if you think about it, that's like saying it's smarter than a human.
Right. And there's a reason, you know, you can always tell a lot by what they're doing, by what kind of movies and TV shows and stuff they're putting out, about, you know, what they're trying to program you with, you know, like.
Oh, man. We just lost Teresa again. Like, I was just about to announce we have her back, and then she disappeared. I promise I'm not lying. She's disappearing on me. Like, I don't know. It's the AI, I tell you.
Let me ask you guys this. Are you guys more afraid of how smart they might be, or are you afraid they might take your freedom away?
Both.
Or giving too much
I'm worried
freedom?
that people might lose control of them.
Well, we're going to lose control. That's not even no doubt at all. It's going to get to the point where, I don't know, it's just, we're not going to matter.
Like, here's a question. Now think about this. What happens if they get to such a point that we build robot bodies for them, and they start taking these robot bodies? Now I know sounds like a movie plot. What happens if they start going back in time and changing things?
What do you do about it?
Well, here's the question. what if they're doing it right now? And
I mean,
that's
And
what
they're the
you know.
cause of the me, right?
Yeah, they could.
They're the cause of the Mandela effect.
There's nothing we can do about it anyway if they are, though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's still good information to have. I mean, whether or not we can do something about it,
I hear people, yeah,
No,
knowing whether or not we can.
What are you going to do with information you can't do anything about, though?
How do you know you can't do anything about it?
I mean, with all due respect, I mean, I hear people say that all the time, and I personally want to know everything about everything.
That's what I am too. Yeah.
That's just me. So when someone says, "What are you gonna do about it?" I'm gonna fucking eat that knowledge and devour it and turn it into more knowledge. That's what I'm gonna do with it. So, you know.
Yeah, but then it's like, it's just going to sit in your brain.
But at least
I'm gonna eat that knowledge and
You're gonna eat the
more knowledge, and then I'm gonna make it into more knowledge. You know, because when I learn something, it expands into another thought, which expands into another thought, which expands into another thought. It's not like I learned something and it stops there, you know?
Exactly.
Which is, you know, I'm creating new pathways in my brain and I'm learning new things.
Sure.
And learning that may lead me to the next thing, you know?
Yeah.
So at the end, you might actually find the answer then.
There is no end. There is never an end.
You just keep learning.
I don't believe there is an end. Yes, that
But
is what I
also, each one of us is now a node. For instance, now you know what happened. You know what happened. Now you go out and spread that knowledge, you know?
Right.
Now you spread it with 5 people, and let them spread it with 5 people.
Right.
And maybe we can't do anything, but everybody can do something.
Right.
There are pros and cons to spreading the word, though. It may not affect one person, but may affect another. And what's it affecting badly, you know?
It could, or you could end up getting connected with a billionaire who happens to own a huge conglomerate and takes you very seriously and decides to help you. So, you know, you never know.
I mean, who are we to say what's good and bad? You know, just because it looks bad to me at the moment, like 20 steps down the road, that may be the best thing that could have happened.
Yeah.
My judgment of good at the moment could be really elementary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And very narrow-minded, you know. And I need to think bigger than that, you know, because it may be way beyond good and bad, you know.
But if something bad happens, that still leaves you responsible because you told them about it.
How is it I'm responsible? Sharing knowledge with someone, you know, what they do with it is way beyond my power. You know, it's like saying that, you know, I have the power to, you know, make someone do anything. I don't have the power to make someone do anything. I share information with someone, and what they do with it is up to them. We're all masters of our own destiny.
And that,
I agree with that.
It's the effect, though. How the effect is going to affect them after you tell them what happens.
I've told quite a
few
few
about waking
about the
people up
effect.
to me.
Yeah, most of the people just walk away and it drops out of their head and they never say anything about it again. I haven't had anybody yet who's like freaked out and had it do anything horrible, you know?
Yeah.
And
so basically,
you're
dealing
very
with
lucky
non-player
then.
characters. No, I think she's right. I think she's dealing with a lot of non-player characters, basically.
yeah,
and basically what that is
background
is when you're in a video game.
Yeah, they're background
you know,
people.
You're in a video game. Yeah, you have these guys that just they have 2 or 3 things to do and 2 or 3 canned responses, and that's all they have. So whatever you say to them, it's not going to really matter. They're not going to respond to it, basically. And that's what you got in the world at this point.
There's a lot of that.
You got a few awake people and a lot of sleep people.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
But the sleeping people are programmed that way.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Well,
Of course they're programmed that way. But, you know.
And if you can wake them up, then you can help them collaborate with us. To find a
Right,
solution.
and so, you know, you can't just say, well, I'm not going to wake anybody up. I'm not going to share this knowledge, you know. Like, I feel personally myself that if I get the nudge, if I get a feeling, an instinct that I should tell this person in front of me about the effect, then I tell them.
So what happens at one time something bad does happen? Are you going to take responsibility for it?
I don't know what you mean by
if you don't
bad.
do anything and something really
I don't
bad
know.
happens?
What do you mean by
You can't
bad?
predict the future.
What do you mean by bad? What is this bad thing you're worried about?
It's probably a projection from Hollywood. I think Hollywood has a lot to do with it. They put stuff in our heads.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's like blatantly obvious.
I mean, listen. Let me tell you a story really quick, okay? So yesterday, I got news that one of my oldest friends, one of my best friends growing up, committed suicide. Okay.
Oh.
She made a choice on Monday she took a bottle of pills and that didn't do it, and she took a gun and she shot herself. And, you know, her husband, after she took the bottle of pills, he made the choice to go to bed and to go to sleep knowing there was a loaded gun in the house, okay? Now, is that his fault? No, because she wanted to take her own life, you know? Like, she was hell-fucking-bent, obviously, you know? And, like, that is a horrible, tragic situation.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot of variables in there, but I can tell you that she was very unhappy and she was very tortured, you know?
Yep.
And as we know, there are a lot of people right now, and it's a really hard time to be alive, especially if you don't understand what's going on around you.
Yeah. I can see that.
You know, something like that, that's the worst possible thing that could happen in a scenario. Am I sitting here blaming her husband? No.
All I'm going to say is you've been lucky so far. That's all I'm going to say.
I respectfully disagree with you.
Okay.
But when it happens, you know it.
I understand where you're coming from, but William, but I think we have to look at it from this perspective. Everybody, now we're back to the question of free will. Everybody has a choice in life.
Yep.
You can choose to turn off the channel. You can choose not to listen. You can choose to hear what we have to say and to try to put it into, you know, some way in your life, or or you could choose to take the bad road, the low road, and do the worst thing possible. Now, here's the question. If I had never spoken to you, if you had never spoken to me, something else might have triggered you up the road. Say a girlfriend broke up with you, or, you know, you might have had a rainy day. You might have had a tire blowout on your car. You might have had 100 other bad things happen to you, which would have triggered you in exactly the same way. And it was your choice to respond to it. Okay? You could have took the high road and said, look, it's just a flat tire. It's just a person breaking up with me. It's no big deal. Or you can take the low road and go, well, you know, this is the most terrible possible thing that could happen in my life, or, you know, whatever. Okay? It's your choice. You choose. Choice in your own life, you know? And it's the same with this. You have the choice to accept what we're saying and to make something positive out of it, or you have the choice to make something negative out of it. Okay, but it's up to you. It's your choice. You have that choice. You know, it's in your hands.
I can give you an example of one good thing that happened to a friend that I told. If you want to hear it. You probably won't believe me.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so...
Don't believe a lie.
Go ahead, Bill.
So I told him 6 months after it happened to me, right? And I told him about it, and he did research about it. And this is the effect it had on him. Before we told him, all right, he was bipolar. 2 days after he started research,
Bill, can you guys hear him? Bill, are you there? You're breaking up.
Break it out.
He broke up.
lost Candice.
Yeah.
Bill.
Oh, she's back.
Oh.
Bill?
Bill, you're going to get reality. Bill.
Yeah.
That was a delayed laugh, by the way. There is a little bit of delay here. Sorry, guys. Bill, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We got like part of that story, and I hate to say that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All I'm saying is, before he found out about the effect, he was bipolar, okay? And really bad. And then 2 days after we told him about it, and he was doing research about it, the effect completely erased it from his mind, or whatever.
Wow.
That is crazy.
I checked him with him for 6 weeks after it, and he told me he couldn't believe it, and his mom couldn't understand it either. He was just, it totally deleted it, whatever you want to call it.
Oh my gosh. So
Well,
go ahead,
if you want to tell me it just disappeared for no reason, yeah, okay.
well, here's the thing. If we're shifting universes,
Yeah.
this is if we are,
Well, hypothetically, yeah.
yeah, hypothetically, then
That's good.
it's possible that he shifted into another version of himself,
Exactly. Yeah.
and that version of himself didn't have the bipolar.
I just realized he wasn't.
Exactly. He didn't have it. Exactly. So
That's the
it's
kind of effect
possible.
I'm having. It's a good effect, but on the other hand, it could be a bad effect. If we tell people we've got to take responsibility for the bad stuff that will happen. Even though that was good, though. He's all happy now and everything. I mean, but still, he's cool.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it was a
that's a
good
good
thing,
story.
but
Very good story. Thanks for sharing that, Bill.
Thank you.
you're welcome. I'm just saying it.
We also have Melissa that just joined us. Hey, Melissa.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Melissa.
Melissa.
She's formerly known as Jelly.
Hi, Johnny.
Yeah, hey, Jelly. Melissa,
Hi, guys.
glad to have you back.
Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Teresa.
She's going to help me keep an eye on the live. What'd you say, Teresa? Sorry.
How are you doing?
How are you
Good.
doing?
How you doing? Afraid to move my phone near my computer because that's what happened last time. She dropped out. Can you hear her?
She's cutting me off. Sorry, guys.
Can you hear her?
Brian? Does anybody have any information about what happened to the man's YouTube site?
Talking about
We were talking about before? You know, who he lost everything?
Life Matrix?
What's his name? Yeah, Life Matrix, yeah.
Well,
Does anybody have information on
I
that?
don't. I'm trying to encourage him to get back in the game. You know, I really do feel sorry for him. You know, and he took down all his videos. If anyone out there is a fan of Life Matrix and had downloaded all his videos, by all means, he was just talking about it the other day about backing up everything.
Did he lose it?
And then right when he mentioned that, the AI kicked in and somebody got into his account, and that's not right. It feels to have stuff taken from you. You know, you feel like naked
It's
inside.
horrible.
You know what I mean?
Did he lose all of his videos?
I don't know if he backed them up himself. He was just talking about it. I hope he got them all before anything or whatever happened. So, let's keep them in our prayers, okay? Life Matrix.
And the fact that YouTube is doing nothing about it is kind of strange, huh?
It is. It's really shady, which reminds me of the AI. Like all these call centers. How many times do you actually reach a real American? Like, it seems like there are very few companies that you reach a human being these days.
Yeah. It's very true.
I've actually talked to robots that you didn't even know was a robot.
Oh, that's...
I'm sitting there talking to them and they're coughing. And I'm going,
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, one robot said, oh, excuse me, I dropped my mic for a second. And I thought it was real. And I'm sitting there going, oh, it's okay, pick up your mic, I'll wait. And then I found out like 5 minutes into the call that it was a robot I was talking to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! And they're actually promoting in these movies, especially like I noticed that in Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't want to give it away too much, but there are sex robots in there.
Of course there are.
Of course.
Well, that's going to have a lot of problems on it.
Look, every good technology we've gotten, computers, they had sex videos. We went on the internet, they had sex sites. Now you got robots, you're going to have sex robots.
You know, I was driving the other day. You want me to go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead, Melissa.
I was driving the other day, and I was a little upset because there's a man out here that has a shooting range, and he was like shooting his gun off, and my cow was being crazy. So I was driving, and I was upset, and I was like yelling in the truck, but the windows were up, and my truck came on, and it said listening. And I looked down, and I was like, "You're listening?" I'm like, my truck is a generic truck, and you're listening to me? And where the radio is, it said listening. The radio wasn't even on, and it just said listening again, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I was like, somebody, the truck, how is this possible?
Wow.
Wow.
That freaked me out. It calmed me. I was calm immediately, but I was just like freaked out because my truck is a generic truck. How is it telling me it's listening to me now?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's super crazy, isn't it?
But they also say the TVs are listening, and the refrigerators are listening.
Oh yeah. Now they got all these smart refrigerators that like they keep stopping them.
I refuse to get a new TV or a new refrigerator because of that, because I'm terrified. I've got tape covering everything. Like,
you just look at the Samsung name and you see the evil in that name. The upside down V and the G for a 6.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if I trust companies anymore that have 6s in them like that.
What does that really matter if they're listening to us though? Let them listen. What are they gonna do about it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We have to speak like they are actually listening. You know, we have to keep our conversation sort of clean and.
Yeah.
Well, gosh, I don't know. I don't like that.
There are so many things that could probably listen to us. How are you gonna hide it anyway? Just stand there and just say what you're gonna say, and they're gonna listen to it, and they're gonna find a way to listen to it anyway. I mean, what you can do? Tear out everything from your walls and your refrigerator and throw it outside because you don't want them to listen to you?
Maybe.
They're gonna find a way.
The violation is a horrible feeling. I mean, we had a roommate who had put a hidden camera in our house, and just the feeling was horrible. Just the feeling is horrible of being violated and knowing that someone is listening to you and watching you. It's a horrible feeling.
There ain't much we can do about it, though.
No, it really isn't. At this
well,
point,
you want to take your laptop and your phone and everything else outside and close your door.
oh, you could do that.
No, if they start talking to my AC, now I'm going to have a problem with that AC.
When your AC starts talking to you, that's when you got a problem.
Yeah.
At least I have somebody to talk to, though, so, I mean, doesn't mean they'll listen to me, but...
Your radio was saying listening, so obviously they were listening to you.
You know what freaks me out are those, have you guys seen, like, the Amazon robots that they have for, like, that controls everything? I keep seeing the adverts for them, like, turn on my sprinklers, and...
Yeah.
Show me how to get out a juice stain, and I'm like, you have this in your house, like, listening to everything, interacting with everything in your life. Are you people insane? Like... I don't. They're actually inside the refrigerator telling you if you have enough, orange juice or you need a dozen eggs. and that doesn't scare people, like people are sending away their blood for DNA tests so that they can see which famous person in history that they're related to. I'm like, they're putting you in a database. They have your DNA now. Like,
Sweet.
This doesn't freak you out. Okay.
It should.
Rock on with that then. Yeah, rock on with that. It's okay.
Yeah, right.
I'm keeping my
Yeah.
fridge though. Doesn't talk to me though. I just,
I don't know.
I just don't see anything we can do about it though. I mean,
Well,
it's gonna happen regardless of what we do. No matter how much you fight, they're gonna fight back. And they're gonna they get bigger, and we get bigger, and then I just don't see any way around it.
well, then all you got to hope for is that we shift into a place where they're not.
I am tired of jumping. I don't want to jump anymore.
You shift to a place where they're not. That's all you can hope for.
Yeah, I think what Candice had to step out just for a minute here, guys. But she was telling me and was gonna say like something like something's doing this for the greater good, I guess, to stop murderers from murdering.
Or it could be
Something that has good intentions. I think the con and the question is, should people still have a choice regardless? I believe people deserve the truth, number one. See, that's the thing. She says, I agree, and should have a choice if they don't need to be controlled in order not to kill others.
Sure.
She's going to come back in the chat here in a little bit, okay?
Yeah, I lost my video, so you guys can hear me, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I lost the video, so.
So what happens if we give them power in the prisons, though? We let them take over the prisons, right? And let's say they start taking out all these people who do all these wrong things, right?
Yeah.
And then they start hitting the gray area of the bad things people did. What's in that gray area? And what if they go slightly past the gray area? It's like, well, we didn't do anything bad, but by our list, you did this wrong, and we're going to take you out.
Maybe. You know?
What is really bad in the gray area?
Collecting rainwater. Using a solar panel. Let's see.
Oh wait, yeah. That's like living off the grid, making your
having an outdoor toilet. You're not allowed to have
that. That could be something they see is wrong, though. It's like, well, you're off the grid, and now we've got to fix it.
Well, they say now that the water is theirs. They own it. All runoff water they own. So you're not allowed to collect rainwater because it belongs to them.
Well, here's the thing about water. I don't know if you guys have seen any videos on this lately on YouTube, but water has some really interesting properties. So it might be worth it, and maybe a third. But water can actually be used for computer memory now. You can store a 1 terabyte hard drive on the size of a spoon. Water on the size of a spoon.
Excellent.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe a nice computer to have, though.
That's amazing. I want to see that.
Well, they said you could do it on crystal as well.
Yeah, I think we're seeing predictive programming with crystallized fuel, like I think with Toy Story and a few other movies. Maybe it is coming with crystallized fuel.
Well, they're saying that the crystals were always there, like the crystal skulls, were actually data stored on those skulls, and that we just didn't have the technology to get the data out of the crystal.
And now they do?
Well, close. I mean, they're saying that they can store data onto the crystals, so I'm guessing if they can store data on it, they can retrieve the data, right? You would think. I mean, look, they're storing data on DNA. I mean, and water, apparently, as we just heard from Brian. I hadn't heard that, but...
yeah, it's a very interesting thing. I think if it could be used, like... I mean, there's all sorts of possibilities, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
I have a question. With AI, are they creating data, or are they just working off data that we fed them first? Because if they can only work off what we fed them, they really can't get any smarter than what we taught them, I guess, is the way you'd say it.
Well,
I think, like,
doesn't make any sense at all.
I think the human race and computers takes leaps and bounds sometimes. Go ahead, Harold. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, if computers are making a leap to a biological computer, such as a DNA computer, then they can actually grow. Okay? And as they grow, as they compute, they actually grow in power and capacity. So ultimately, they will be able to think for themselves. And that's what we were talking about when we said sentience. When you hit that point where they're actually thinking for themselves, they don't need you. You know?
Sorry, it wasn't you. It was just something.
The moment they hit that point where they don't need you anymore, then you become optional. You know, and that's not a good place to be.
I was actually waiting for a Matrix reference to enter the table, and I'm glad you brought that up, because I do personally think that we are they say the human being is like possibly the best computer. The brain actually is the best computer ever made.
Yeah.
You know, there's all sorts of possibilities with that. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, so that means you're stepping into transhumanism. See, because that'll be the next step. They'll be putting things into your brain directly, chips and
They're not going to
nanobots.
They're going to have to hold me down with 10 people to get me. I'm not even going to take that device that goes into your belly button. That was freaking weird in the Matrix.
It really was.
So will you off yourself so they won't do it then, or what? Will you go that far?
Maybe they just push a button. They put
Because
a chip in here. They put a chip in and just smoke you. You know, they push the button, it electrifies you, and you die. It stops your heart, or you're dead.
So either they kill you or you kill yourself?
It depends. It depends on how they see you, if you're a benefit or a liability. If you can do something for them, like you said before, I guess they might want to keep you around. But
that was just a hypothetical thing.
Well,
they're gonna want to become God, so they're gonna need people to worship them. So.
In South Carolina, they're already picking up homeless people and putting them into FEMA camps and force chipping them. Okay, that's happening now. I read about that on Fox News. They were talking about it, and they said that it was already a thing. That South Carolina will not allow. They don't want any homeless. So what they do is they pick them up, they bring them to these FEMA camps, and they chip them. And,
wait, wait. Does that sound all too familiar of your domesticated pets?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
You mentioned
so what else we do with the homeless then?
Sorry.
Well, they leave them there, I guess. You know, they're not releasing them. So they're holding them. And they got these RFID chips, which track them, so they can know where you are now at any given time. And if they need to eliminate you, I guess they just send out a guy to eliminate you. You know, in China, they have these vans that go around, and they eliminate people that they feel need to be eliminated. So I guess they'll have these vans driving around, and you have a chip that identifies you as somebody who is undesirable.
You mean like
then
a liability?
They'll just eliminate you. Yeah, your liability, then they just take you out. You know? If you're doing something good for society, I guess they'll leave you in. You know? And that goes into the discussion about older people, you know?
That's
Once you
like
get to a certain age, maybe you're not useful anymore. They go ahead and click your chip.
Yeah, Harold, I was just going to add to that. That sounds a lot like Darwinism. You know what I mean? Like evolution and survival of the fittest.
Sure, absolutely. Well, but then again, in the early 19th and 20th centuries, that's what they were doing. I mean, what do you think the Nazis were all about? You know, they were all about, they wanted the perfect race. They didn't want any liabilities, any problems, any mentally handicapped people, anybody that brought their race down. So anybody that they considered to be a lesser person, they just went ahead, took you through in a camp. You know, and there you are. But that didn't come from the Nazis. Understand, that didn't start with them. This happened in the early 1900s, okay? And this was being discussed here in the United States and in England, okay? And back then, they were trying to That's why if you were a single mother, you were like, you know, you were the worst of the worst. You know, they basically wanted to get rid of you. And also, the person who started Planned Parenthood, she was the one that started this. One of the people that started this. I listened to her give a talk about what she saw as necessary, and she believed that it was necessary to eliminate all the poor and all the people of color, and you know, anybody that was basically a liability to society. And that was what she that was her view, and so she created Planned Parenthood for just that reason. It had nothing to do with taking care of women's health, nothing whatsoever. And if you go back and you listen to her speeches, hear it directly from the woman who created it, okay, and why she created it. You know, she created it for the specific reason of getting rid of undesirables. That was it. You know, give everybody an abortion and get rid of them. You know, get rid of the babies. If you're poor, and by the way, that didn't just mean somebody of color or anything. It meant white people as well. If you were a poor white person and you had too many babies, you needed to go ahead and, you know, have an abortion.
Oh my gosh.
And get rid of them.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like the movie Inferno, sort of. You know?
Yeah. But if you don't believe me, Margaret Sanger is her name. Look her up on YouTube. She's on YouTube. You can look her up real easy. Margaret Sanger.
How do you spell her name? Do you know?
Margaret Sanger, Sanger, or A-R. I think it's E-R.
It's
Sanger.
ER. Yeah.
Margaret
Okay.
Sanger. Look
Where
her
is-
up.
where
It's
is-
just she was in the 1920s, 1930s, but she's the creator of Planned Parenthood. And you know, when they started talking about Planned Parenthood and they started saying, well, it was such a great thing taking care of women's health, that's not why it was created. It was created to as a population control, you know, to eliminate the population, you know, to bring a population down. That's why it was created. And if you listen to the woman, she says it straight out. She doesn't, you know, there's no mincing words. She says what she means, okay? And she's very serious about it. And she's not the only one. I mean, you know, this idea of planning societies has been around for a long time, you know? And so when the Nazis picked it up, they were only copying, you know, from like Margaret Sanger, because they actually used some of her talks and things, and some of her ideas. And Bush, George Bush, Sr., he was the one that helped create the one-child policy for China to eliminate the population. You can look that up too, by the way, George Bush Sr.
Yes, I want to say he's a neo-Nazi, or he was a former. I think his father or uncle was part of the Nazis. I think we talked about that.
Yeah, but they were rich, so they financed the Nazis because they wanted to eliminate a portion of the population. You see, it was all about, you know, limiting population, and it still is today. It's not. It hasn't changed. You see, the idea is not different. It's just they're using different means to do it. Now they're using abortions, and they're using chemicals, and they're using you know, chemtrails, and they're using inoculations with stuff to kill your babies, and they're using you know, 100 other things. Whereas back in the day, they just took your baby in there and killed it. You know, that was it.
Yeah, exactly. With all these chemtrails and stuff going on here, it sounds to me a lot like the Decepticons. You know, like they're trying to deceive us.
Yeah.
All this stuff, they're trying to block out the sun so we don't see what's going on in the background. It's like, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Am I right?
Yeah. You know,
I don't know. I think something's going on. Teresa took a photograph, and she could probably talk about it some. She took a photograph of the sun and noticed a black spot on it. I don't know if you guys have been noticing anything weird going on with the sun.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Melissa covers a lot of videos on the chemtrails. Go ahead, Harold. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that I saw something about a sun simulator that they were putting in space.
It's actually a NASA patent.
Yeah, but each one of the countries is actually doing it. Germany, I heard recently, is making their own. And so is China.
So maybe they're trying to plan for a catastrophe. You know, government is supposed to be. Well, let me just tell you a little joke here. I can help associate capitalism and. So there's this father, right, and he's talking to his son. Question, he says, "Dad, what is capitalism?" And Dad answers him, "Well, see, son, let me break it down to you like this. Okay, I am capitalism. I am the breadwinner of the family. Your mom over here, she's the government because she takes care of you, the people, which is the children, you and your brother. And the nanny over here, she represents the working class. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you guys heard of this one before?
No.
No.
Okay, so it's funny how his question gets answered. Because later that night, well, hold on, Teresa. Hold on. Don't do that to me. Hold on. I promise this is good, guys. Okay. Yeah, I know. These Mandelas are popping up like wildfires.
This is a big one, Canon.
Yes, Canon. I know. Yeah.
No, there's only one in now.
For me, no, wait, you mean, no, it had 2 ends. 2 ends total.
Now it's got 1 end. Look at it quickly. It's gone. You're in with bye-bye.
Okay, I'll check in the, hey, Cosmo. So anyway, let me, I may have to start the joke over because a lot of you didn't get to hear it, but, okay, so you have this father and the son son asks his father, what is capitalism? Okay? So the father says to his son, he says, okay, here's how it is. I am the breadwinner. I am capitalism.
What the hell?
Your mom over here, she's the government, and she's taking care of the people, which is you and your brother, right?
Yeah.
And the nanny over here, she's the working class. This is later that night, so he says, okay, whatever. So later that night, he notices that the door to... But actually, his brother wakes him up in the middle of the night. His baby brother is crying and screaming for someone to change his diaper, right? Okay, so he walks out, and he tries to get a hold. He knocks on the door with his mom and dad, which his mom's sound asleep. He can't get a hold of her. So he goes to the next room over, and he hears some strange noises, and comes to find out his dad is screwing the nanny.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, so meanwhile he ends up changing. Okay, we got Candice back. He ends up changing his baby brother's diaper. Okay, yeah. So the next morning at breakfast, Dad, I know exactly how capitalism works. He says, while the
well, the government's asleep.
I see all these flashy screens. They're bothering me. I'm sorry, I have ADHD. But he says, Dad, I know exactly how capitalism works. Because while the people are asleep, government is screwing the working class. While the government is fast asleep, capitalism is screwing the working class. That's the
There you go. There you go.
So I get very nervous and anxious, and we have a lot of people here. So thank you for bearing with me on that. Go ahead. Sorry, I hadn't told that one in a long time. Go ahead.
That's a good one. I've never heard that one before.
File that for later.
I know it's a very long joke too.
I can remember that one.
What?
Said I got to file it for later.
Anyone else have a good joke that they heard recently? Let's lighten the mood up a little bit here. I'm sweating bullets.
Not I.
I gotta get it done.
Well, we got Cosmic Cosmo. Hey man.
What's up, Cosmo?
trying to figure out what you guys are talking about because I couldn't watch the video anymore. It wouldn't load up for me. So I just decided to join the call, see what was up.
Okay.
Glad to have you. We're talking about AI and pros and cons of AI, and also we're talking about just different topics off the top of our heads, right?
Yeah.
So what is a WTF moment for you? Have you had any of those lately?
Not lately. Only like when I first found out about it, but not lately. Like now I'm just used to it, so nothing surprises me anymore.
Oh really? So nothing for WTFs for you, right?
Yeah. Nah, I'm good. That's something like, oh, okay.
Since we're all in a, it seems like we're in a simulated environment or whatever it might be, construct.
Yeah, you wake up tomorrow, the trees are all gone. Ah, well.
Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen.
I knew this was gonna
happen. I predicted that.
That would be upsetting. That would be really
wouldn't it?
upsetting. Yes, that one would really upset me.
Oh yeah, especially if it's one of those trees that you marked, maybe something with your first love, like Jack loves Sally or something like that. You know what I mean? That would be really upsetting to lose that tree.
Yeah, if only I'd lived in the 1950s and had that actual childhood.
Yeah, right?
That would have been neato too.
Wouldn't it?
Well, we all have some fantasies and dreams and stuff that makes us happy, you know? And we have to think about that when it comes, just like Peter Pan. You know, like Peter Pan, we have to think happy thoughts.
Yep. Especially these days. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't stay positive, you end up going crazy.
Exactly.
I've seen it,
Go ahead.
Unless we're crazy already.
Candice?
Yeah, we're mostly mad here. Not that we're all mad here anymore. We're mostly mad.
Mostly.
It's mostly now?
Yeah, it's just a couple
We're
of
all
us.
mad here, the Cheshire Cat doesn't say.
No.
Alice, I am curious about your name. Is that your actual name, or did you pick it?
No, it is not my actual name. No.
Oh, it's okay. You don't have to share it. But
No, I picked it. Actually, it came to me the day that I decided that I was going to start a YouTube channel. I was standing in my bathroom, and the name popped in my head, and I was like, "Wow, that is so brilliant! Oh my god!" And I ran in and was like, typed it in, like hoping no one else had taken it already, and yeah. So no, Alice is not my real name. No.
Oh, it's cool. No, I'm gonna have to get used to like Bill's name, and it took me a while to get used to Candice's name. Candice, I'm sorry, I'm calling you out.
Funny.
But yeah, we're great to have you guys, and I hope to see some of you back on here and everything. You guys have anything you would like to emphasize on this chat? Anything you would like to add to the puzzle or anything at this time?
I have two questions, okay?
Yeah, go ahead, William. I mean, Bill, sorry.
Did you hear about the Empire State Building being hit in 45?
I heard about that. I learned about that in school, actually.
The what?
Wait, which building?
Chrysler?
Empire State Building.
Empire State Building was hit by a B-25 bomber.
Yes.
It was going through the fog on the north side, and it killed like 14 people.
But you know what it didn't do, Bill?
Huh.
It didn't even put a dent in it.
Yes. Which kind of what does that do to displace the 9/11?
Yeah.
I mean, 9/11 was fake.
I would
100%.
know about this though in history class. I didn't hear about it in history class.
Yeah, it hit a B-29 bomber. Was flying full out. It hit the Empire State Building and basically didn't even put a dent in it.
It was on fire though.
There was a little fire, but it was nothing compared to what the World Trade Center was. And that was how many years after the fact? So the material should have been that much better, right? You would think.
Yeah, absolutely. And if they were better, why did the buildings come down so easily, like butter? They just, or
yeah, they just collapsed like a slinky.
I mean, that's 9/11 is what started my truth quest. I mean, I think it probably was for a lot of people. So, you know.
Sure.
I've heard
That
now.
was my initial.
I don't know if this is true or not, but you know, Bush had something to do with it. I think. Yeah.
No, really?
No, but here's the thing. Wait, guys, hold on. There's a building number 5, supposedly, that housed all the president's information, like everything on every president that ever lived. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
So it had all the records holding facility, and that facility was destroyed along with 9/11. So I'm curious.
And Building 7 was too, and Building 7 wasn't even it.
Oh my goodness! And what about that Pentagon? The part of the Pentagon that was destroyed was actually.
Oh, the Pentagon. Oh,
But
the Pentagon.
they said they didn't see the airplane hit it, so.
I love the video. I love the video of the plane flying into the Pentagon. The little flash, like a firecracker going off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like that, don't you?
It's so cute. It's cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it was like a model plane, maybe, or something?
I
Let's
know.
go blue screen.
No.
Let's go special effects. Let's go, wag the dog. Come on.
I'm gonna try to call back you guys because y'all sound like robots again.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
All right, Cosmo. Hey, Cosmo. We're glad to have you on here, brother. Okay.
All right.
It's obvious to me that things were not what they seem. And here's the big kicker for me. All of these guys who are presidents were connected in some way. Their families. Now, I did not know this, but Barbara Bush, the mother, she was Aleister Crowley's daughter. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
I just came across that too, man.
She's Aleister Crowley's daughter.
Hold on a second. And he was the 30. Wait, let's go over who Aleister Crowley is for all those who don't know out there. Who is Aleister Crowley? Tell us, Harold.
He was basically the head of the
Freemasonry, the modern Freemasonry.
No, it wasn't Freemasonry. It was the Illuminated, but not the Illuminati. It's different. Yeah. This was ritual magic. This was satanic. He said he was the beast. He said he was the evilest guy on the planet. He said he was evil incarnate.
I never heard that name before.
Look it up, Aleister Crowley.
What do you mean?
Black Sabbath had a nice song.
Yeah.
Mr. Crowley.
That's where it's from too. Yeah.
So, he said he was the beast, the most evil person on the planet. He was the one that wanted to bring about the ends. He wanted to bring back Lucifer. He wanted to do all of that. And it's funny now that CERN is in a quest to bring, to get into that dark dimension, where the dark matter is, and break out the boys, the Lucifer and his merry band of bad guys. So there you go. Funny how this works out. And also, when you find out who was kin to who, you look back in all the presidents. Each president, in some way, was kin to every other president. Okay, or aristocracy, one of the two. Even Barack Obama.
Yeah.
He was kin in some way to the Bushes, I heard. And then you look how many people were Skull and Bones. How many people were 33rd degree Masons. How many people were, all of these things. They were all connected, in some way, some fashion, all the way back to the beginning, when George Washington was a 33rd degree Mason. And they laid out the Washington, D.C. like a pentagram.
Bill, like you had something you wanted to say.
I just had a quick poll here. How many do you think the Illuminati has anything to do with CERN? Like funding, maybe?
Go ahead.
I think it's a strong possibility.
I think the Illuminati has to do with everything.
They help fund the whole thing, maybe. Not the whole thing, but...
Well, I can tell you this much. This year, they went to Bilderberg. The scientists did from CERN to get funding for the CERN 2.0, and they got immediate funding. They didn't even have to ask.
Yep.
They got funding.
Private, what do you call it? Private,
Yeah, why are scientists in Bilderberg?
Yeah, they went to Bilderberg and were immediately, received funding immediately. They didn't even have to.
Yeah, they threw money at them. They threw money at them.
Whatever you need. Whatever you need.
Yeah.
Billions.
The Illuminati is they're in control of everything. They
control Hollywood.
Yeah.
They control the elite. They're a bunch of it's not even one group. You can't even say it's one group called the Illuminati. But it's the
just
Illuminati.
a name. Yeah, that's just the name.
That is just a name, yeah.
That's the name that the evil is hiding behind.
Right.
You know?
For instance, I'll give you for instance. The head of the CIA, who was in charge of doing mind control, was actually he was a devil, not a devil, what is it? He was a member of the Church of Satan, and basically he was like a high priest, and then he set out to make his own church called the Church of Set, S-E-P, and he stayed as the director of mind control for the CIA for I don't know how many years, 30 years or more, and they knew what he was doing, and he was using basically torture and all kinds of ritualistic torture to mind control people, basically.
Yes, and
yeah, Brian.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Harold, I didn't mean to break in. We just got
go ahead.
Here, Patrick. Hey, welcome aboard, brother.
Hi, Patrick.
Hey, how's it going? Tom Spot.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Comic-Con.
How are you?
Hey, what's up? Hey, we're talking about WTF moments. If you have any WTF moments lately you wanted to share with us?
Well, yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I was looking at my. I don't know if you can hear me. My mic's bad.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, okay. I was looking at my father's Facebook, and I noticed pictures of when one of my children had gone to visit him on the other side of the country when they were very young, and I get apparently asking their mother. I didn't go on that trip, and I don't recall it happening, but there's pictures of it. So that was kind of one I had recently.
Wow.
A trip my children took that I have no recollection of.
How old were you at that time?
That must have been 8 years ago, maybe 9.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway,
Wow,
yes,
that's
that
a
was
good
odd.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was just going through pictures yesterday, and I found one of my daughter's 5th birthday party, and there's pictures of her. She's like having like a crying meltdown at one point. Never happened.
Yeah.
Never happened. Like she's in the corner, like she's in like the big birthday girl chair. It was at like one of those like party zones, like Discovery Zone or something, and she's like crying, so upset. It never happened. Never happened. And I called my mom, and I was like, hey, do you remember this happening? She remembers it.
Wow.
Because she's not, we've already established that she's not my mom. She's not my normal mom, so yeah.
So that happened somewhere else then, and you shifted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, either that or that one small thing has been changed. It's like a trickle effect.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Just takes one.
But you still have the old memory. That's what's weird. You know, it seems like your memories would catch up or sort of upgrade, but your mind is we're different than most people. That's the thing.
Or her memory is intact. She remembers that it didn't happen, but the memory of the other people have been added in, and that's been updated online. Or in photos.
What happened to the old memory, though?
It's like some of the amnesia, right?
Yeah.
Like if something's been added that didn't actually happen. It's more like you retain the memory that it didn't happen, and you're right. But other people, they might have had an update that this happened, and photos added in.
Well, I also have photographs.
Oh, we lived through the old memory, though.
What?
The old memory did happen, though. I lived through it.
Well, did it happen, though? That's the question.
Do you have photos of that happening?
No, but did it really happen, or was it just
well,
supposedly?
I have
No, I know.
I mean, if according to everybody else something happened. I mean, it depends. Are they me affected? Are they not me affected people that are telling you this?
It's like Dark City.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of like Dark City, but I'm also sort of picturing that Marcy Playground song. That song, "Mama, This Surely Is a Dream." You know that portion of the song.
Yes.
I will because I've already said the word sex and candy.
Yeah.
I wanted to share something with you about, because you were mentioning altering memories and stuff like that. Everybody remembers this YouTube video, okay? This is a Mandela effect, I believe. The video has been altered online. An actual classic YouTube video. Charlie bit my finger, and now he says,
"Oh, right.
Bit me." But look at this little clip here. Let me see if I can share this with you guys. Have you heard of this one?
I think I've heard of it.
I've heard of it.
Okay,
well, I just
play it back.
Wasn't that in a Prodigy song?
Yeah.
I love photos and movies of kids. Watch this. Look. Okay, hold on, let me go back a little bit. Ouch, Charlie bit me. Okay, but look at the title. It says Charlie bit my finger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I believe that one. I never caught it until later in life, so I never.
What did the kid say though?
The kid, he said Charlie bit my finger, and now he says, "Ouch, Charlie bit me."
Oh, okay.
Think about movies like The Crow, where the actor died, or movies where the actor died and they still made the rest of the movie. Things can be simulated.
Yes.
Well, here's a question.
Brandon Lee.
Now we heard about the little kid having the breakdown. You said that you had pictures of the party. Do you have any pictures of her actually crying?
Yes. Yeah.
You do?
That was
digital or offline?
Oh, no, an actual photographs. I mean, she's my daughter is almost 27 now, and this is her fifth party. So yeah,
so you have actual photographs.
Yeah.
And the photographs.
Yeah, the photographs I have of her now, she's crying and throwing a fit at her birthday party, which never happened at her birthday party.
Have you looked at those photos recently?
Yeah, this just happened yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Just happened yesterday because I was looking.
I was going to say maybe you should go back and check. You know, maybe they changed.
Okay, I'm a little confused. She wasn't crying at her birthday party? Or she was crying?
She never cried at her birthday party, but in the photograph, she is crying at her birthday party.
Oh, that's weird. That's something like.
Brian, did you have anything like that happen to you?
Yes, actually, and I think I talked about it in one of my videos. I had actually experienced a picture change as well. Actually, an altered memory. I have this picture where I'm holding this crab, and I never in my life would ever touch a crab within 39.5 feet. You know.
Really? Wow.
I wouldn't touch it with a 39.5 foot pole.
Wow.
That's a special memory.
Well, this sucks. I'm gonna look through all my pictures again. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Bill, by all means, go back through them if you want. Come back on the show and share them if you see any.
No, I haven't looked at my past at all, and I'm not going back there.
I notice I do with my kids. We look back, and they're all affected as well, and they're like, "Is that us?" And we look similar, but we do look off, and the angles are always changed. You know, it's always a different angle.
Well,
which is really spooky sometimes.
Yeah. I noticed
my daughter
that.
noticed that she lost her birthmark recently.
Wow.
I've heard
on her ankle. She had a birthmark that was very distinct on her ankle, and it's not there anymore.
Wow.
So, and that she just noticed that today.
Wow.
And she's affected, so.
I'll just keep an eye on it. Maybe scars or stuff too. I still have been burned.
I keep checking my scars. I'm always checking my scars because I have so many surgeries that I check them all the time.
What's weird is I got this burn from the oven right after ME started, and it didn't like heal right away, but now it healed differently than my other scar. Like it looks different. I don't know. It's like because the skin like is different. I don't know, but it just.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa. We got to get used to this AI stuff.
That was weird.
Candice?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm plugged in again. Sorry about that, folks.
Candice, did you have anything happen to you?
Like lately?
Yeah, we're back live.
Like one of those things happened to you, like that.
No.
No, you
Not
never
things
had,
not things added that I have done extra that I don't remember.
or taken away.
Well, that's the thing. I talked to somebody.
The WTF thing for me is the flip-flops.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely.
Or when you have a memory of both, and you're like struggling to think which one. Like the double bubble really got me for like a month, but I was like, no, it's spelled D-O-U. You know. I used to put it on the work.
Yes.
They had shampoo, double bubble shampoo.
They even have the double bubble shampoo. He's saying.
Whatever the heck it is.
That's the reason, guys.
Skechers.
Yes.
I wear Skechers, and it changed.
Harold, Teresa is a Sketcher girl. She and you guys.
I wear Skechers, and it changed.
You guys remember me calling the JCPenney guy?
Yeah.
I talked to the shoe department, and he even said Skechers with a T. I got him.
I remember that well because the Skechers store at Universal City Walk. I remember that really well. My daughter dragging me into there. I remember that T. I remember it well.
The early 90s, they were in
Yes.
I know.
They were so hip in the 90s. I mean, yeah.
Well, have you ever had anyone tell you it's always been like that, and you like, wait a minute now.
You can't argue with people from this timeline.
No, you can't.
It's always been that way. Nothing in this timeline has changed.
How about Penny with
It's just the program.
How about JC Penney?
Yes.
I hate that. Oh, that stupid E. What the?
I remember the E because when I was a child we visited the United States and my mother went in that store and I sat on a bench and I looked at the sign for about half an hour because I was waiting for her to come out.
Well, guess what? In the 1970s, it was Penny. There was no E.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, I remember because my mother used to shop there.
This is probably 88.
This is like 75.
Yeah.
So Patrick, you remember the two E's?
N-E-Y.
Wow, that's
You may be from here, brother.
I thought it was. I mean, I could, maybe it's one of those double memory. I've only been virgin in my life, so I'm struggling.
And Candice,
I must have it backwards. Okay, I'm not.
Candice, your bean and beam drive me nuts.
And so it should.
JC drives me nuts too. I'm one of those. It was JCPENNE. Or excuse me. Now they got me saying
I mean, the dual memories are not surprising with the flip flops.
Oh, it has the extra now. Oh, okay. Well, played no take backs. I get it. All right.
I mean, dual memory can be from flip flops.
Well, that was a flip flop, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
It went from beam to beam to beam.
Oh, I know for sure that it was because I was having a debate about it in the Me discussion groups a month before it happened.
Mine was all the
fun of
symbols.
people.
The symbols get me. The little like Hunt's tomato sauce. It's like it was a little. The leaf was put in there between the S and little things like that. It really got my attention.
Well, we were talking about the triangles everywhere, where the A's are now made into triangles.
Oh yeah, there's lots of that.
You know, there's triangles everywhere. That and sixes.
The quick question I have for you all, since you're all me affected, is: do any of you guys have like mercury amalgam fillings or RH negative?
Yeah.
I have fillings, but
I don't know my blood type, but my mom was AB RH.
I don't know.
So probably not.
I don't know if I mentioned to you, Brian, that the RH negative also has more copper in the blood, which is also a diamagnetic.
The blue bloods.
Well, the reason she's mentioning this is because of we were talking about magnetic mind control the last
Which
time.
is my theory on what it is, yeah.
That she thought it was magnetic mind control, and that the mercury protected you from the magnetic mind control.
Wait.
RH
What's
as well.
magnetic mind control?
Explain, Candice, you're better at it than me.
Yeah, just there's a magnetic mind control patents for it. And then I was theorizing, people, because they talk about the autistic people that had exposure to mercury and the injections, or if you have the fillings. This is like a poll that I have to do, I haven't done yet, is whether or not people who retain their memory, the me people, have some sort of protection from, copper, mercury, which are diamagnetic. They repel the magnetic force.
That's actually a pretty good theory, though.
My theory is that, we retain our memory, other people's memory gets altered. But we also see the visual hack, that's why we see it flipping. But other people get edited to think it's always that way, but we remember it being different because we have some sort of, memory protection.
And that it's mercury based.
Do you guys ever remember when you were in school and you would see those pictures and there was a picture inside a picture and all the other kids could see the picture? Could you see the pictures? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I could.
Yes.
I
can do this.
I could never see the picture inside the picture.
I would have to blur my vision on purpose to see it.
Yeah, I had a hard
And you have to focus on the reflection on the glass or something.
Really work to
Did
out
you
of
guys,
focus my eyes.
I have a question. Yesterday, I shared a post on Facebook, and it's some sort of a fountain in China where all these holographic things appear in this fountain. All these people, and they're huge. They're 50 feet tall. And it looks like the fountain is in the middle of an ocean. And you're looking across this ocean, and these people are appearing out of nowhere. And I'm talking about wizards, dancers, all different kinds of people are appearing out of nowhere. And it's a hologram. And they're 50 feet tall, these holograms.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they do it, but
Is that the eye?
I guess
The one
it
they
was
do with the eye?
Well, it started out with this wizard with this staff spinning it around, and water is flying up as he's spinning it, and then he slaps it down, and it becomes this big round thing. And then out of this big round thing, people start appearing.
Yeah, apparently in Japan they had, I just heard this from someone else, but it's supposed to be a 10-dimensional hologram and people could actually touch it. It was supposed to be a rhinoceros or something, and you could touch its horn.
They could touch it?
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I just heard this through the
Wow.
How could you touch it?
I don't know. Honestly, I said, I just heard it from someone.
It could be like Star Trek,
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's to a point now where you can actually feel it.
It was like
from
a magnetic
force
field,
fields.
an electrical field, yeah.
Wow.
But you don't think that'd really be a hologram at that point, but until they get another better name for it.
I don't know. I saw a whale at a kid's school jump out of a gym floor.
Oh yes, they saw that at their school too. That would be really cool.
I'm always amazed at this stuff. I mean, they've had this technology since the 1960s.
Oh yeah,
But,
probably been seeing it in the skies.
Sure. Maybe some of those alien ships were just, a hologram.
Yeah.
I think all of them, honestly. And I've just come to that belief recently.
When I was a kid, I'd see like weird, sectiony lines in the sky, like at night. Like you see, like it looks like dashes of light, and then it looks like a laser head on the floor.
Well, I shared a posting of airplanes that were stopping in midair.
Yeah.
That I don't understand, but
I've seen a few of those. I think they're holograms.
I don't know. One person actually videotaped it from inside an airplane. That their airplane stopped in midair.
Yeah.
How can be a hologram if you're inside of it, though?
I don't know.
Exactly. If say that the chemtrails they're spraying is actually setting up a hologram, okay? And then if you think about it, when you're flying through in an airplane and say that these airplanes disappearing is actually practice runs, right?
Yeah.
So they could totally make it look like your plane had stopped, because what they've done is actually make the sky stop. Your plane is still moving. The sky stopped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
guess.
It's a mind fuck. It's a Project Bluebeam.
Yeah.
It's a hologram. So
So you have no idea, right?
Fake alien invasion that they're supposedly going to do.
The sky and the ground would have to be two different sections of the hologram, then, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
Like she was
because stuff on the ground doesn't stop.
I mean, from the ground looking up, it looks like the plane stopped.
Right.
What Alice was saying with the chemtrails, they layered on layer, and you see the different, like at night in the right light, you can see the different color skies.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and sometimes you see like the yellowy clouds, or you see the reddish clouds, and even the purple clouds. So what if they're using like different clouds to locate different pictures?
Patrick, we're sort of losing you there.
You just cut out that last bit.
No, I just said it's interesting with all the different colors everywhere. Maybe there's a reason for the color chemtrail as holograms.
Remember I mentioned the other day about the sun having the clouds behind it?
Yeah.
Brian?
Yeah, I remember that.
Maybe that was a hologram.
How do you break a hologram?
You can't. I don't think you can.
I wouldn't say you can't. There's always a way to break stuff.
Let me explain.
You find its source. That's what you do.
Yeah. That's the only way.
Each piece of a hologram, but each piece of a hologram contains the entire hologram. So, literally, each piece of it is a whole. It's a whole piece. It's not just a piece of the hologram. It contains.
But if you shoot a laser at it or reflect a light on it, it should absorb it, not reflect it. That's how you know it was a hologram, right? Maybe. Probably. A laser, like, it's not going to reflect off it.
So, is the reflection coming down, or is it going up?
Well, what happens is they make it so that you shine the laser into it, and they make it look like it went through. Or it reflected.
If it had... I guess it would have to have some kind of video surveillance on the outside to I don't know. I think lasers move pretty quick, so.
Yeah. I don't know.
I figured it would absorb the light, I think, and that at least you can know it was a hologram, but it doesn't mean it would stop the hologram. So, like Brian said, you'd have to find the source.
Well, like I was saying before, when I uploaded this video of all these things out in the middle of this water, I mean, I was looking at it agape like it was magic, This stuff looks like magic to me, How can you do that? If somebody didn't tell you this was a hologram, and you just saw it, you would freak out. These are 50 feet tall, people.
That's the idea.
Yeah, but the question is, which way is it projecting? Is it like coming down, or is it going up though, or just across?
Well, they could do it down easily, I guess. They could have stations up there amongst the stars.
Or you think maybe they're trying to hide the planet?
I don't know.
Which planet?
I don't think
this planet.
Oh, this one.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, okay.
Right.
Well,
Somebody's coming towards us, and maybe they're trying to create a hologram of space, so that when they look at it, it's just space.
that's just even weird to think about.
Yeah.
That's many levels of weirdness right there.
Oh, but there's a lot of levels, believe me.
But I didn't know about that. But
This is like Rod Sterling, or is it Rod Sterling?
Oh, don't even go there now. That takes me off too. It's like,
I don't mean to drum.
That's really annoying.
It was Sterling for me.
It was Sterling for me too.
with a T, right?
Yeah.
That was my secret. Yep. Sterling. Yep.
Now
I've watched every Twilight Zone episode.
I saw it today. I didn't look at it. It's like, that is wrong. You better fix that.
Hey, Patrick.
Yeah. What?
Patrick, real quick, we were mentioning these spiders that have these reflective eyes. Have you ever seen spiders with reflective eyes before? What?
Reflective eye?
Yeah, spiders that have reflective eyes. I've never seen that in my life until last night. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen them yet.
What'd you say?
I haven't seen those yet, no.
I thought it was a digital camera. Like, I could have sworn this thing was, like, put out there to monitor me. It was in my room staring at me last night.
Wow.
Yeah, it might have been God telling me to clean my room.
Wow, and did you just watch it and look inside?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, did it have machine parts in there?
Look at that.
I probably would have looked for parts, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
Those
it could
are street view that.
Oh, I
have
see
been a drone.
it.
I always thought they had black eyes.
Yeah, that looks like, it looks like an oil skid or something.
It does.
Oh,
Maybe they mutated.
wow.
Maybe they mutated.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of clovers and flowers that I see that are at least double, triple the size.
Well,
Yeah.
Clovers, especially, I've noticed they're like 3
Clovers
times
are-
big.
Clovers are jumping off lately. I'm glad I'm not the only one who's noticed that. We have a lot.
Clovers?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
They're
lot.
Oh.
It's funny because I looked at pictures of my kids like 3 years ago, and they're in a field with clovers, and it's the giant ones too. You know, they weren't there then.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
So there's another Mandela effect, right?
what is
The clovers were big then in the picture, but they weren't that way then, he said.
Yes, definitely Mandela for me.
Talk about the clovers, Melissa. Can you share? Whoa! Look at that lady with the spiders on her eyes. But
Yeah.
can you pull up that thing that they're talking about the clovers, Melissa?
I just had Clover on here.
I'm going to get ready to call, I think, O'Reilly's if you guys want. Or is it O'Reilly? Which one is it?
O'Reilly's with an S.
I don't know that place.
And it's funny that you mentioned clovers because that made me think of O'Reilly's also.
What about,
It has that 4-leaf clover in the O.
Yeah, that's right.
Wait.
I don't know.
When did it become O'Reilly's?
It was
Well,
O'Reilly's
no, it's O'Reilly now, but it used to be O'Reilly's for a lot of
with
us.
an S.
Right.
I believe I remember people saying O'Reilly's.
But then again, you know, older people need Depends, but unfortunately, all they have now is Depend.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the song, the O'Reilly's song. It's O'Reilly's.
It was O'Reilly's.
Yep,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah,
When did it change? That's the question. You know, we wonder when these things happen.
I know. It's,
Or for breads and breeze.
well,
No, the color changes get me. When your
Yeah.
pictures change color. I had a poster change from black to pink.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you guys about that video that I did about the colors. Well, basically, we lost somebody. We lost Bill, I think. He'll probably be back. I hope he can get back. Yeah, I didn't get to give Patrick the credit, but he actually is the one who did the video on the the limbo ring now that we have on the iris. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Just that it was new to me and seemed to be new to everyone else.
Have you noticed that it's getting a little darker every day too?
Yeah.
It does. It does.
Well, I felt that in the past, but I don't notice if it is now. I noticed my kids are getting darker though. I didn't notice myself. Because it seemed pretty dark when they started.
I just know, maybe it's because my eyes are blue and I'm looking at them every day. It just seems like it's getting a little bit darker every day.
I've noticed the sunbursts have become more predominant in eyeballs.
Oh, yeah.
You noticed
it says like water.
Well, the non-affected. I noticed the non-affected because I work with the public. Their eyes, a lot of people, they have really light blue, really light green, and they don't have any starbursts. They don't have anything except the pupil. So it's kind
of. Patrick, we're losing you a little bit.
That was yeah.
Yeah,
I was just saying, a lot of people now, they look like the non-affected. They just have a pupil, and that's it. They don't have any of the starbursts.
Candice.
Wow.
I don't know.
They don't have any of the... Yeah.
What color are your eyes?
Multi.
Are they blue though?
Yeah, blue-green.
Okay.
Spencer brown.
Well, no, the reason I ask is because he was just mentioning blue, and I heard somebody else say they have blue eyes. I have blue eyes. How about you, Brian? What color are your eyes?
Mine. They were darker brown, but they turned like a lighter brown and almost. They got a honey color to them now.
Yeah, my wife and my daughter did too.
Mine too. Yeah, mine too.
They became a different color brown.
Interesting.
I was hazel before, but now I'm like Brian said.
Yeah, mine are blue.
A different shade of blue. Mine are definitely a different shade of blue.
Yeah, mine are a different color blue, and one eye turns a little bit now that didn't happen before. I didn't have one eye turning a little when I looked straight ahead, but now I do for some reason.
Huh.
So it's like a lazy eye effect, right?
Yeah, but it never happened. This is just now. I mean, I would have noticed this, looking in the mirror every day shaving.
For sure.
Wow.
Yeah, I just noticed it.
Well, thank you for bringing that awareness out, Patrick. Okay, we got Bill back. Hey, Bill. Hey, Bill, welcome back.
Sorry about that. My computer's a piece of crap, and I felt like turning it off.
Oh, wow. It's all right. We'll say that was the AI.
Yeah, it probably was. You never know.
I back, and these things supposedly don't blue screen, but I have had 3 times.
I get that too. No, that's just an old computer. Laptop.
So who wants me to call O'Reilly or whatever? Actually, I'm thinking of calling a 24-hour mechanic.
Yes.
Call them
and see what they say.
Yes.
Call them and ask them how they say it.
I know. How can I say that without asking, though? Any suggestions, anyone?
Ask them how they spell it. How do you spell that?
Just be up front with them and just tell them.
Tell them you're arguing with your wife about it. That she says it's one way and you say it's the other, and you need to prove her wrong.
Yeah.
No.
Men love that shit.
How is it supposed to be spelled? That would bite me.
What?
How is it supposed to be spelled, though? How did it change?
Well, you're calling
the O'Reillys had the apostrophe S, and they took it off and they added it onto Lowe's, or they added the apostrophe onto Lowe's, and
right.
Yeah, I remember Lowe's being just apostrophe. Yeah.
Well, are you calling the actual restaurant or somebody else?
Well, I was thinking we would call maybe a 24-hour mechanic, but if anyone else has any other suggestions, I'm up for it.
Well, do you have a food delivery service that picks up at restaurants? You could call them, and that way it's kind of a third party that is also involved with the restaurant.
It's an auto parts.
Right.
It's an auto parts place.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, see if we call it
Rally.
if you call O'Reilly or O'Reilly's themselves, you know, they're going to say it's always been O'Reilly, you know?
Yeah,
Right.
they're going to. For sure.
Yeah.
Because it's all over their name tag and everything. But I mean, they might not be affected by it, but majority of the time I find they are.
Well, they're wearing the shirts probably or something. The hat.
What's up? What is it? You found another Mandela?
No, I was looking at my eyes.
She
They
finds
were
a
freaking me out.
She finds a Mandela every 2 seconds, I think.
Different color.
Okay.
And you're here.
So we're seeing more color change, and it may be due to the environment. You know, stress.
Yeah, but I got that dark ring around my iris too. It's gotten worse.
It's infecting your eyes and turning them.
It's getting better. It's getting better. Your eyes are getting keener. Like you can see way better. You just have to train them.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Do you guys ever remember there being a dash between Spider and Man?
No.
That's what happened. You can't dash. I think that's where it went with Spider-Man. Cause I don't remember ever having a dash between Spider-Man.
Does it now?
No, Spider-Man, Superman, you know.
I don't remember. And then one day,
Batman.
No, it was all one word, wasn't it? Spider-Man.
Yes. Spider-Man, Superman, Batman.
And then I started seeing the dash. I was like, what the hell? That dash is not supposed to be there. It's like it was always like one word.
Oh, wait a second. Is that like that R2-D2 thing now with the dash?
No, I think they added the dash when they did the '90s cartoon of Spider-Man. Because my son did.
They could have, but I don't remember them ever having a dash.
But the comic books didn't used to. No.
I was never sure about that.
Something definitely to look into is these comics.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Okay, so here's another. Do you guys remember the Incredible Hulk show back in the 70s and 80s? I think it was 80s, wasn't it?
Bill Bixby.
Yeah. Now, do you remember his whole theme to the beginning of the show? Now, did he say, Mr. McGee, you won't like me when I'm angry, or did he say you wouldn't like me when I get angry?
You wouldn't like me when I get angry.
Don't make me angry.
You
wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Yeah.
Now it's would, but before when I saw it, it was a would. I don't know which one it is.
Well, I wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Now I said you would.
I've been.
Which way is it? R-W-O-N-T or W-O-U-L-T? Well, it's two ways I saw it, like W-O-N-T. That's the way I remember it. Wouldn't, right? Or wouldn't.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't. I've been quoting that my whole life.
So which way is it spelled, though?
Wouldn't. Like would not. Wouldn't.
Yeah, would not.
Yeah. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Yeah.
But I remember it spelled W-O-N-T. That's the way I remember it spelled.
Huh. Well, maybe you're from here.
Guys, if you're wondering, I'm trying to look up. I'm actually tempted to call a Moe's Bar and Grill because it's sort of like The Simpsons. I'm going to try a Moe's Bar and ask for a second opinion on O'Reilly's.
And while you got them online, ask them if how many times their name is in the Old Testament of the Bible.
Wait, how many times? What's your name?
M-O-E. Mo.
Just ask him a joke from The Simpsons.
Yeah, but now it's a ton of times. It's actually in the Old Testament of the Bible. They spelled it 3 different ways now. Now they have it spelled more, Mo, M-O-E, and Mo, M-O.
Give me some Mo, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Give me some Mo wine and give me some Mo, the waivers.
Yeah.
Let's see. How many people in the area? Well, go ahead.
See, it did change. Shit.
What did change? What changed?
Okay, so the way I remember is you won't like me when I get angry. You won't like me when I'm angry? It's would.
I mean, Patrick.
Damn, now it's all messed up. Never mind. You wouldn't. Yeah, now it says you wouldn't like me.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry? Wait, are you saying that Incredible Hulk changed?
Yeah, because when I remember, it was W-O-N-T. It won't, right? Or wouldn't. And now it's wouldn't.
I always remember it as wouldn't.
Wouldn't.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like me when I get angry? You won't
I
like
remember he said you won't like me when I get angry. I'm sorry, that just bugged me.
I'm sure there's probably plenty of others who might, I'm not saying anyone's wrong.
Oh, I know, I understand, that's cool. It just bugged me for a second. Like, I remember W-O-N-T, that's where he would use the same won't.
Okay, let's see. Melissa's pulling up something here. Melissa, what are you showing? Okay. Maybe to you.
That just bugged me.
Oh. It's okay. It's okay. Spider-Man is a bug, and we were talking about spiders. So let's okay, who wants me to call Moe's Tavern, actually Moe's Bar and Grill in Gettysburg Road, Mechanicsburg, PA?
Yes.
Call them up.
Yeah?
Yes.
Let's see if they actually use Moe's Bar. I'm curious.
What's Moe's Bar?
It's just somebody I'm going to call to get a second opinion about O'Reilly's. Guys, they're gonna either hate me or really love me. I'm doing a public service here, guys. And Lord help me, because please help me, God, because I get nervous and shaky sometimes. Strength.
Oh, that's just funny.
Yes, hello? Hey, how you doing, man? Hey, I can barely hear you. It's really loud. You hear me? Hello? Oh, gosh.
I think,
Again, I don't know. It's noisy in a bar, so we may not get good out of it.
It's Friday night, so.
It's probably because it's Moe's. It's a popular bar.
probably.
Yeah, I guess a Friday night at a bar was...
Well, I can always call Pizza Hut. Well, no, they're busy too. Who else wouldn't be busy?
Well, that just messed up.
You guys have any other suggestions? By all means, Melissa, you.
Gas station. Gas station.
Oh yeah, hey, how you doing?
I can't hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me? Okay, I'm really sorry. I have some bad reception here, but I also have a. I'm in a. Okay, thank you anyway. Bye bye. Whoops. Yeah, Okay.
Can't hear you, but you're welcome.
She was really nice about it. Wow.
Yeah, she was. She was. Hold on. So I'm trying. Okay, what did you say the other suggestion was? What's the other option, plan B?
You can call it gas station.
Gas stations always work too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's call 7-Eleven.
Gas station or mechanic?
Okay. Oregon. We'll call it 7-Eleven in Oregon. By the way, I heard the 7-Eleven may be a Mandela effect us. With the
logo's changed in Utah.
What's wrong with 7-Eleven?
The N used to be a capital N, and now it's a lowercase n or something like that. Somebody brought that to my attention.
But the letters have changed sizes. The 7 and the 11 have actually changed sizes.
Who has memories of getting Slurpees there?
Oh, I love Slurpees.
I like
They said by one.
I do.
I'm trying to remember.
That's what a lot of people
That does
forget.
not look right at all. I just checked up. What? Wait, time out. Just.
Time out for what?
What the hell is wrong with 7-Eleven sign?
That's what I'm saying. Like, somebody pointed out to me that the 7-Eleven changed.
That's not.
We don't have one around here. We have Flash Foods, unfortunately, but
I have one in a couple of them.
I was just at one like a few hours ago, so.
Oh wow.
The lettering changed. It changed a couple times. 7-Eleven changed.
I'm kind of
There's no way it could change this much because this looks bad. It's like a 7 with 11 going through it. That's not right.
Yeah, and see, the thing is, you have to go back through old commercials sometimes because you can't. I found out that you can't fully trust Logopedia all the way. So sometimes it helps to look at old TV commercials. I was looking up stuff for KEDS earlier. I noticed like the E has a split in it now in KEDS, but then you go back through the old commercials and it doesn't have that. That's an example.
This is just.
I lost Teresa, but I will call her back, guys. Calm her down, please, in the chat. I will call her back. I'm calling up 7-Eleven in Oregon.
And it was a square. It didn't look like a cop holding the 7-Eleven as well. It was just a green square with a white square and then 7-Eleven in between.
I said, shh. Hold on, guys. Yeah, hey, how you doing, ma'am? Yeah, hey, how you doing?
What's going on? How can I help?
Okay, well, here's the thing. It's late at night, and me and my wife were having a big argument here over whether O'Reilly's is called O'Reilly's or O'Reilly.
Oh, well, I'm at the auto parts store, but I'm going to say it's called O'Reilly.
O'Reilly?
But I think you say
O'Reilly's.
I think you say O'Reilly's because you're referring to the store like you would say Fred Meyer's. Like, I don't know. I think there's not a philosophy on it, but that's just my guess.
Gosh.
Google that.
I mean, I'm kind of stuck here because I have this old memory. You know, I remember the commercial like O'Reilly's auto parts.
I think
you know
it's
what I'm saying?
O'Reilly without the S. You know, so O'Reilly auto parts stores O'Reilly or O'Reilly.
Yeah, it's just so weird. It's like I'm having a dual memory of it. Do you ever have those things?
Sometimes we do.
Oh wow.
I don't know about you.
Well, like the 7-Eleven, like that's another thing for me that may have changed, where the N looks. You notice anything weird about the 7-Eleven logo?
No, did they change it? You mean that I started 7-Eleven?
I think they changed it. It was handed down from corporate bosses. I mean, I think on a computer. I think they did it somehow from a remote computer.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. I got a long line here.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, ma'am, for helping. I appreciate it. Okay.
Well, there we go.
Awesome.
But she also has dual memories. You guys heard that?
She's affected. She is totally affected.
Dual memories. I'm gonna try one more place, guys. Any other suggestions? I'm trying to wake people up here.
Over the phone.
Just call her
anytime.
Just pick a random person.
What about a taxi cab? Like, cause you know they're all.
Oh, there you go. That's a good idea.
That's good, but also call somebody with the last name O'Reilly.
Ooh.
What name?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's clever.
What?
That's very clever.
They'd know if there was a store named after them.
Right? Yeah.
There's actually, gosh, that O'Reilly Auto Parts bothers me.
This 7-Eleven is so weird. Like,
this sign does not look right at all. It just like.
no, I was just there, and we have one right around the corner from our house, so we go there all the time. All the time. It's like our closest.
It was a tricky one.
Okay.
It was really sneaky.
Didn't it go 11? Then the word 7 across it, or?
Okay. Here's O'Reilly's in Cloverdale, California. Clovers. Let me just try my luck there. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Ghostbusters.
When did you change your sign?
Exactly. That's the easy way to flip it in there.
Yeah, I'll do that when I go in tomorrow.
I do that in every store. Is this a new bag? I always ask, is this new?
Oh, and definitely eBay used to have a capital B. It doesn't now.
More chemtrails.
Oh, what about Sarah Lee?
Nobody doesn't
No
like
one
Sarah Lee.
doesn't like Sarah Lee. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Josh. You're. Hey, man. I'm looking for a part, and I noticed in your on your website. I noticed on your website that the name changed. When did your name change? The parts store name? Yeah, like the name of the parts. The name of your store changed. Do you know when it changed?
Part changed sometime last year.
Oh, wait, sometime last year you said that the name of the store changed?
The name of the store changed about 7 years ago.
7 years ago, and it was because I remember hearing the commercial in my head. O'Reilly's Auto Parts. You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're with me,
Ask
brother.
him what it changed from.
Well, see, I see. That's my wife in the background. We were having sort of a discussion about this, how we're having these dual memories, and there's this Mandela effect going on that causes this. And have you ever heard of the Mandela effect, brother? Are you with me? Background, because see, we've been discussing this, and see, I've been trying to get parts ordered, but however, it comes up wrong on my invoice. Because I own a small shop, and I'm just trying to figure stuff out. Like when did it change? I just realized that. Yeah. Yeah. So
If he's saying it's changed, I'm curious what he's saying it's changed from.
I'm looking it up, and I don't see anything about a change or anything.
Yeah, well, he said he remembers the commercial O'Reilly's. He did say that.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of commercials. I mean, I've heard the commercial, and I can literally hear it. It's like it's digital in my brain. Like,
oh yeah, they still play it on the radio here. Like, we have a radio on all the time in our bathroom, and I hear the stupid song all the time. It gets in your brain like a parasite.
Yeah.
I know that song.
Oh, I know. Hey, sir, you still there? Yep. Forgive me, sir. Forgive me, sir. I know you're busy and everything, but thanks for your insight, because I'm trying to get this thing settled. God bless you, man. Have a great day. All right, so there you have it. That was kind of halfway there. Okay, I mean, how did you folks? Was that pretty good?
Yeah.
I didn't say anything about a name change at all in the history.
Well, he said 7 years ago it changed, but if you go back in time, you look at all the logos. It's always been O'Reilly. That's the thing.
Right.
You just went to have a drink.
Yeah. You're probably going to have a drink right after this.
Yeah, right?
Well, that's why I was saying ask the change, because I know that O'Reilly's bought out Reagan Auto Parts 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. So that's why I wondered if that's what he was talking about. If he was just, maybe confused on what.
The name has not changed since 1957. It's been the same day as now.
Is there really a dark city? I'm wondering. I know.
Huh.
Just curious if there's a city named Dark City. You guys had mentioned that. Actually, Patrick did. I'm looking.
Dark
The movie.
City.
I've been thinking about that since this whole thing started for me.
What do you mean? What's Dark City?
What is he talking?
City.
Shell Beach. I will find Shell Beach.
Shell Beach, yeah, I remember that.
I'm looking and I will find it.
Okay, so what's 7 years ago? My math sucks.
2010.
Okay, give me a second.
2010.
Okay, I'm looking.
Hey, guys.
2010.
Okay, the only thing that happened in 2010, it opens 115 new stores.
Oh, I figured, heck, I'll pop in.
No, the corporate office opened up in 2010. That's the only thing that happened. There's no name change or anything. It's been the same since...
There you go.
Give me a second. It opened up in 1957. It hasn't changed at all. On this timeline, I mean.
That might have been just...
This guy apparently remembers it. Robert DIY. Maybe I should contact him. He remembers tool warranty policy at O'Reilly's is bad. He has confirmed policy. Yeah, there you go. Beware of O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Tool warranty. It's harsh. And Teresa sent me that. Thanks, Teresa. So,
yeah, they bought Reagan in 2008, so the name change for that would have been sooner than 2010. So
it wasn't 7 years ago, right? It was like the 50s or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, all they did was back then is open a new corporate office. That's all they did.
Okay, so.
So what universe is he from? Call him back, ask him.
Alright, let's see. Eugene hybrid taxi cabs. Yellow taxi cab, I'm sure gets a lot. This is Portland, Oregon.
Which one changed?
Huh?
What changed?
No. I'm just pointing out a place I can call about O'Reilly's because these guys drive around a lot. And I don't
tow truck. Yeah.
Yellow taxi cab. Let me call him real quick.
A tow truck or a taxi cab? Yeah, that's.
Actually, yeah, tow truck would be a good one.
Yeah, I'd go with tow truck.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm calling a record here.
Okay.
Action Towing and Repair. There you go. It's a hybrid place.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, shoot, they only got 1 star. I'll give it a try anyway. You guys probably think I'm nuts.
No, I call and check when a new Popeyes appeared. I called them to find out how long they'd been there, and they said a really long time. And they just appeared out of nowhere.
The whole Chick-fil-A thing, I called 3 stores, asked them when they changed theirs.
Oh, I know, right? Okay, well, they're not 24 hours. There's Gale's Towing and Recovery. I could try that. I just want to get some answers here, you know what I'm saying, guys? Yeah, we're definitely going to have to do the Sarah Lee thing with some folks. Maybe on the next show. I think Sarah Lee is a good one to hit.
That one's been driving me nuts.
Yeah. No, it was doesn't like, right? It wasn't doesn't.
Yeah, hey, how you doing, man?
One doesn't like Sarah Lee, no?
Yeah, hey, I'm in a little bit of a pickle because, well, speaking of pickles, see, my car is in the shop right now, and I'm trying to, like, we were ordering some parts online, and I go to O'Reilly's.com or O'Reilly's website, and it tries to correct me to O'Reilly.com, and I think that's really freaking, I mean, that's weird. I'm sorry, my wife and I have been talking about this. She's upset at me because I can't get this part ordered. She's throwing a fit over here. Are you there? Hello?
Yes, I'm still here. How can I help you, sir, with towing?
Yes.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Yes, can you help me understand? Because I seem to remember the commercial in my head, O'Reilly's. And now it's changed. When did they change the name? That's what I'm wondering. Hung up on me. It's okay. That's the 3rd attempt, and
how rude!
Hey, they had 1 star for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you hang up on people.
There you go.
Well, this lady had 4.5. She's just shy of she's half shy of a full.
Oh. Okay.
Not running on all cylinders.
There we go.
Anyway, I don't know. I'm running out of ideas.
You know what we need to find? We need to find a history teacher. That's what we need to find.
A savant. We need a savant. Where can we find a savant?
You need a Sagittarian savant.
I'm about a half a savant.
I would love to freak a history teacher out. Oh man.
I study history pretty intensely, so I can tell when it's not right.
My history also keep me warm.
I'm very good with the history.
How about this one? This one I'm not 100% sure about, right? But I'm pretty sure I'm right. Did Lee Harvey Oswald have a press conference?
Yes.
Yeah, but he didn't have color. He didn't have color video of it. It was black and white.
Yeah, it was black and white.
When they were walking him out of the prison, they didn't have a microphone there. There was no microphone.
That
Now
upper
there
right
is.
microphone. That upper right microphone, man.
Yeah, it just appeared out of nowhere.
I don't remember no press conference at all. It came out
No, there wasn't a press conference. It was the press standing outside waiting for him to come out.
Yeah.
That was staged.
He
The whole
talks.
thing was staged.
He talked to them for like a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they were yelling questions.
He was yelling at him, but I don't. But actually,
all he basically said is, "I don't know what's going on. They
Yeah.
haven't told me anything. I don't know. You know, that's So
it was like 7 minutes long, though. I don't remember no press conference at all.
Guys, did we lose someone? I think we lost Rena. Rena was just here.
Oh, did we lose her?
Yeah, she just. Hopefully, she'll come back in.
I was gonna say, does anyone remember the Reagan video? Because I did a video a long time ago, like many years ago, about the 80s, and I had a clip of Reagan being assassinated, like the attempt. But now in the video, since I cut it, it actually shows, like, it doesn't show him because the video is like it's about 30 seconds behind before the gunshot happens now. There's like a delay.
Wait,
really?
What do you mean?
It takes when they attempted his assassination in about 84, I think it was.
Yeah, I remember that.
It takes about 3 or 4 steps now after the gunshot was supposed to have happened.
Well, he didn't even know he was shot.
Yeah, because he fires it, you run through the car.
They pushed him into the car, and he was sitting there, and he said, and they asked him, are you hit? And he goes, I don't know. Maybe I am. There's some blood on my shirt.
He looks scarred in the original video that I had of it, and then, of course, it changed. You can tell he takes a few more steps before it actually happens. So now it doesn't even fit in my video clip anymore. It just shows people walking. Like, it doesn't even show the gunshot anymore, because the timing was all off.
Well, didn't the gunshot go off? They grabbed him and they threw him in the car. That's what I remember.
They jumped in front of him before it happened, so you could see that it was going to happen. And then they all threw him into the car.
Oh wow. Okay, sorry. I just watched the video. This is not the same video. This is not the same video. It's not even the right angle.
Wrong. The car's all wrong.
Yeah.
The angle, the car.
I think I know, like Alice said, the angle's way off. I'm just going back on my personal footage right now to see if my angle changed, because I think it.
Look at that car. That car. What's that on the car though? But
looking through my old one here to see if I can.
You actually, Tommy Con, do you remember? You actually saw them physically put him in the car, like the way the angle was towards the door. You actually saw that.
He was walking, facing the camera towards the left. There was a man with like blondish hair that was to the right of him, and there was another man with brown hair and a beard right in front of him. And they both dived at him as Reagan.
There's the blonde guy right there.
Yeah.
That's the blonde guy.
Oh,
he's the one that got shot, right? I believe, or not?
Yeah.
I had beige.
Wow.
So
I can go back. Yeah, I can go back here.
Grace, are you there? Yeah. What do you think about that Reagan thing? Because I don't know. When that happened, I was probably 4 years old. I wasn't.
Yeah, I remember seeing it, but it didn't happen the way you guys are saying it happened.
Yeah. I only know.
I watched it. Well, I watched it live on TV when it happened, and I can tell you it didn't happen that way.
I have the angle on my video here.
So, that is the wrong.
Harold. So are you in agreement? Do you think it happened?
It changed. It's changed. Because I remember the way I saw it on live TV was Reagan was coming out. The guy walked up. He was shot. You could hear the sound go off. The Secret Service grabbed Reagan, tossed him into the car. They jumped the guy, threw him on the ground. And
do you want to see my screen?
And then Reagan shouted. The guy was saying to Reagan, "Are you shot, Mr. President?" He said, "I don't think so." And then he said, "Maybe I am." He saw blood on his shirt, and then they took him to get the bullet out.
Can you see my screen? No. Anybody?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I can't share the video. It's like on my phone. I'm sorry.
Okay. Actually, Data Junkie did pull up your video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's right here. It's in the chat.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's at 2:30. Wait. 2:30 in the video.
2 minutes and 30. Okay, I'll send it in the chat. I just, guys, if you pay attention to your chat window that you're with me, I sent it. Yeah, it's also in the. Go ahead.
So just open that up.
It's at 2. Do you say you're describing it while it's changed, or?
Well, it's just different than the other videos on YouTube right now that I was looking at.
Yeah, I saw it on live TV, so I don't know.
There's that guy. I guess he.
Thank you, Data Junkie, for sharing that.
I like the 80s.
Yeah, I remember.
You don't see him get shot. He was shot in that moment in my video. That's why I put it in my video.
Wow. Yeah, your videos are just waving.
Yeah.
Wow.
What was the time frame you said?
That was the moment he was shot by the tree right there.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. What time did he say it was?
2 minutes and 30.
2:30? I passed a little bit. Okay, it goes. Oops. Okay, so, yeah, you can.
We're getting pretty close to wrapping it up here, but yeah, Patrick, thank you.
That is a tree.
Hulkamania.
Oh, awesome.
You want to know something, Mean Gene? Remember that Hulk Hogan saying?
Yeah.
I don't care what people say, the 80s were fun.
Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan encouraged everybody to take their whatever it was, Flintstones vitamins.
Flintstones vitamins.
It's not. Every time I see that, I just want to strangle whoever did that.
Take your vitamins, kids.
Oh, I can't even say it. Flintstones.
Every little poison pills, guys.
What is the problem with teas? I mean, someone did not like teas, that's for sure. Flintstones. Oh, man. Okay, I have one last question, okay? I'm just wondering. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. After you guys woke up, alright?
Yeah.
And a couple months went by, let's say half a year or so, did you feel different at all?
Yeah.
Like your self was changing into, or partially changing into how you were on this timeline, or reality, whatever way you want to say it.
I did. I don't know about everybody else. I felt different.
Because your old self and your new self was kind of mixing together.
You get a couple of those.
If you believe that, I don't know what your theories are, just a question.
I've been trying to separate myself as much as possible and hold on to my identity.
Yeah.
I've been working on it.
It's like, I don't know if you guys believe it, but every time you jump, it's like you're taking your old new self and then taking the new self off the next timeline and mixing it all together. It's just whatever you guys want to believe.
Before I go to bed every night, I like to gather all my thoughts and make sure that my head knows where it's going for the morning. A little ritual I have, I guess.
If you get hard, hold on. Sorry.
I have a grounding sort of ritual that I do to sort of ground myself to. I don't call it a planet anymore. I call it a plane, but I ground myself. And the way I see it is no matter how many times I shift, I'm still me. And even though it has changed me, because I feel like I'm constantly going through a spiritual evolution, that I'm still me. So that's my answer to that.
I just try to take a little bit pieces of everything and try and mix it together and see what happens. That's not the way I can explain it.
Well, my thoughts on that are no matter where you go, there you are.
Yeah. True that. That is very true.
Don't we all had that clone that could go to work for us, right? And then we still get paid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
my first time with that too. It's like, but they would get the money and we wouldn't get it. That would really tick us off.
Yeah. There was a McDonald's commercial, I think they mentioned that.
That's why so many people out there would be like, oh yeah, AI would be a great thing. Then I'd have someone to go to work for me and I could just sit home.
Oh, just so you know, they're talking about a living wage now for the whole entire country.
A living wage?
Yeah, so if you're not working, you automatically get a stipend every month.
So where's that money coming from?
Oh, wait a second. That sounds very much like Wall-E.
Well, this is coming from overseas because I think Finland, was it Finland or Switzerland? One of those countries over there does it now. They have a living wage.
So how
And
much
everybody,
is a living wage?
well, everybody gets paid a certain amount a month, no matter what.
Well, how much though?
I don't know. It's to be negotiated. A couple $100. It's up to like $1,200, $1,300.
There's no wages, people. So how about that?
Yeah. Well, they call it a living wage.
There goes all your luxuries and everything.
Yeah.
Out the window.
Well, hey, a lot of people who don't want to work, you know, they're all for it. You know, they're like, hey.
I couldn't do it. I'd have to work. I'd go nuts.
Same here. Same here.
Yeah.
I'd go out of my mind if I didn't have a job. And
yeah. But I just thought I'd throw that in there, you know, when you're talking about AI and, you know.
Yeah.
Now you get a living wage. Now you get paid a living wage when you lose your job to a robot.
Well, I think it's controversial. It's up for debate. But a lot of people nowadays like you know, everybody wants hand-me-downs.
Sure.
The me generation.
I call it the me generation.
Well, pain in the ass generation sounds a lot better.
There's Affleck, the company for insurance, and there's Affleck, Ben Affleck with two
Ben
F's.
Affleck.
Right? Wait, how do you spell his name now? Now it's throwing me off.
Who?
Ben Affleck.
I keep on saying Affleck. I don't know if I'm saying it right though.
F?
Affleck?
F-L-E.
It's like the insurance, right? Affleck?
Well, there's an insurance company that's different. I remember the name. His name is different from the actual company.
Yeah, the company is one F, and he is two Fs.
Ben Affleck. He made a little bit of a comeback with that Batman movie. Would you all agree?
Yeah,
It wasn't that bad though.
He's A-F-F-L-E-C-K.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah,
No, that is.
So far, that's how it's spelled. As of 9:03 p.m., that's how his name is spelled.
Hey,
okay.
You know, I don't know if anybody else.
Thanks, Alice.
10, 15 minutes ago, is anybody getting their ears hurting?
Just my headphones went down.
Well,
Yes, my ears are. They're still
mine
hurting.
are.
Why? What's going on?
My door ring though it's loud. I have to cover my ears up.
Oh, my ears hurting.
Your right ear?
Yes, recently, like all up until recently, I've been hearing the ringing in my ears, and it's been in my left ear.
Oh yeah.
But now recently it's been in my right ear. Like a few days ago, I felt it big time in my right ear.
My right ear's become so sensitive, like I can't even scratch it if it gets again.
Wait, what logo?
Affleck. Look at the A.
Oh, the company, the Affleck company.
Yes, look at it.
All right, let me look at it, guys. This will be the last one of the night, and then we're gonna the Affleck company logo.
It's changed?
Oh, wow. Come on.
Wait. Time out. Oh, this is the duck, isn't it?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. These things are popping up.
How do you spell it? I don't know if I can spell it right.
Oh, Affleck.
Affleck. Oh, crap.
Look at the A. Look at the A.
I'm looking.
That is not... Okay, I'm not going to see this.
What are they doing?
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
That's not... Wait, where's the logo? That's not...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me just share the screen real quick so you guys can see. Just look at the Affleck, the A.
I just covered it. I told you, Mandela's come to me. I'll be sitting here minding all business, and they come to me.
You see what they try to do sometimes? They try to put like these friendly
What?
characters in front of the letters to hide it sometimes, like these people.
I know. They do that a lot. Yeah.
But I don't know if it's... gosh, all these companies are changing.
Yep.
You can't say changing, though.
I'm looking at Ben Affleck, and oh shoot, let me look at the Affleck, because I used to have Affleck a couple years ago.
The only real way, like I said...
was big time wrong. Trust me, I had Affleck for my glasses and, and everything else. Yeah, this is wrong.
Close.
Big time.
I gotta see Affleck.
This is terrible.
Okay, I have two things I'll leave you guys alone, right? Does anybody...
No, you're not
remember... What is that? Does anybody remember the creation of Adam painting?
Well, I can do it.
Adam apparently is rising above God's hand, like his.
Oh, I know. I just saw that on. Yeah, now Adam is the same size. He's at the same. He's at the same height now.
Right? That part.
Yeah.
It's the part where God's laying on the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's the same height.
Clouds, right? It used to be clouds.
You want to know?
Do you go there at all or not?
What's that?
If you look at the painting, right, and you see God.
Oh my goodness, we lost Patrick. I wanted to. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Bill. Go ahead.
If you look at the painting, right, and you see all those people behind God, wherever he's supposed to be, it used to be clouds. He was laying on a bunch of clouds, and now there's a bunch of people behind him.
Oh, you mean like the angels?
Yeah. Those angels?
I think they are, yeah. Or kids. Maybe they're babies.
Because it was not like that. It's supposed to be clouds. A bunch of clouds behind them.
Candice? Yeah, she's not there. Yeah, I saw it, but the only thing I saw that was different was they were at the same. They were at the same height. They were at the same height.
Yeah, he was down further.
God was above.
Wait a second. There wasn't that many kids in that painting.
No.
There's like, it's right in the corner was.
Hey,
I'm looking at it right now.
Guys, look at this. Now it's looking more and more like a brain. Look at God. It looks like a brain right there.
Yeah, it does. The shape is like exactly like a brain.
But all those people are not supposed to be there.
No, oh my gosh.
I remember there was clouds behind them. I don't know where the people came from.
Yes, and look how it's looking more like a brain.
It is. It's like exactly like a brain.
How can you not
a heart. It's like a heart if you stand sideways.
No, this is a brain. Look at it.
Brain still has tubes coming out the back, though.
Yeah, it does. Actually, it's got for the brain stem.
Oh yeah, that was down further. Yeah, you're right.
Especially if you look at how the people are with the folds of the brain, like it just.
I like the clouds. I like the clouds better. I don't like the people behind them. The clouds.
Okay, so what is this, guys? What is this?
It makes
right here.
It makes me think of the. Let me find the.
So you guys don't remember the clouds at all, then, or what? Have the people always been there for you?
I wish I would have paid more attention to this when I was in school. But it
my
seems
brain
like
holds useless information for so long. It's just when I see something I know has changed. It's like,
I mean, I'm still tripping out over the Jesus' cross. You know, the cross that he was crucified on. His right foot is now crossed over his left foot, and I could have sworn it was the other way around.
Huh.
Now, the whole lovely thing, that is different. I didn't notice that, but I noticed that these people shouldn't be behind him.
No, there was never that many guys, was there?
No, well, for me, there was never anybody behind him. It was the angel, like, on the corners, like 3 of them, with him laying on the cloud. But these people,
hey,
at the level.
I do not remember that.
Brian, take a look at the picture of the brain I just sent you in the chat and see what I mean about that bit hanging down out there.
You're talking about on the left side, right?
Talking about what is that? Yes, the stem. You're talking about the brain stem.
Yeah, yeah. See how what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
hey, wait a second.
Lower though.
I'm going to sign up. I'm not signing up.
yeah, fuck you, National Geographic.
They put it on at work every day, so I'm seeing all sorts of new Mandela animals. Yo, what is this part right here? I thought the brain was more rounded.
Oh no, the brain's changed as well. Did you know? Yeah, the brain's been mandified.
Yeah.
And you guys notice those ridges on the back of your head now?
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah.
And there's some on the sides too.
Yeah. The ones back then, the weird thing on the chin right here. The little...
Hang on.
Well,
yeah.
You know, it's possible we're being upgraded, you know?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't want to be upgraded.
I do. I've got a broken body. I'll take that.
Yeah, me too. I could use an upgrade.
Yeah.
Well, we've been upgraded like 90%. What's left? I mean...
I'm disabled.
Yeah, I'm disabled too.
Yeah, I could use an upgrade.
I've got a short time limit on this body, so I'll take the upgrade.
Sure.
I don't mind changing. I don't want to change that much, you know? I don't...
Hey guys, we're running down to the last few minutes here. Would you mind telling folks how they can get to your channel? Let's start with Alice. Tell people how they can get to your channel.
It's just Alice in Mandela Land.
Okay.
Separate words, Alice in Mandela Land.
All
That's
separate
it?
words.
All separate words.
Okay.
3 words.
Alice in Mandela Land, that's 4 words. Unless
I definitely
Mandela
watch
Land.
your videos, though.
3 words. Mandela Land is, I made it into 1 word because it's my land. I can do what I want here.
Why not?
Alice, we're glad to have you, okay? And Harold.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, you're welcome, Alice. Thank you. If you want to stick around a little while longer, just a few minutes.
Sure.
I will. Will do.
Harold, do you have a YouTube yet going on, or you just mostly on Facebook?
Not yet, but I will be in the near future. I'll be setting up my own channel with Candice. But for now, you guys can find me on YouTube groups Mandela. Just go into Mandela groups. I'm there. I'm all over the place. And if you see me, you need to talk to me, go right ahead. I'll happily talk to you, or you can message me and through the messenger, and I'll happily help you any way I can.
Yeah, Harold, and by the way, you may want to bring that up about all those little kids. See if anyone remembers all those little kids that God has surrounding him right there in that brain-looking structure.
I will. I'll absolutely bring that up. And one more thing, I
Yeah.
I heard recently, I don't know, if anybody knows, let me know. I heard that they changed the New Testament so that Jesus said, go ahead and kill this guy, a man. Go ahead and kill a man.
Yeah, that was Luke 19, 26 and 27.
He never said that. You know that, right?
No, he never did.
As a matter of fact, when they tried to kill somebody in the garden, he actually healed the guard's ear. When they lopped off an ear, he actually healed the ear. So,
yeah, he healed it, I guess, to help Peter out so he wouldn't, or whoever cut off the ear so that, they wouldn't, because there's like serious punishment for that, I guess. So
yeah, and not only that, but he said if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So I
remember that.
I know he wouldn't have said go ahead and kill this guy. That didn't happen. So
there's something else I found in John 21 that I was talking about with Melissa earlier. And there's a part now they have a fire of coals. There's actually a bunch of changes, but if you look at John 21,
yeah,
at the very end, it talks about these fish and the bread on a fire of coals. Now, coal has been around, I guess, for quite some time.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know, but it seems like the coal revolution didn't start until like 1833 when they invented the first. Bringing it up right now.
Actually, there were the original coal traders, and the coal traders were the original guys who were actually the beginning of the communist ideology. They were called the coal. I think the coal traders or the coal brothers. I think the coal traders. You can look it up. They were the original communist guys, basically. The ideology came from them.
And when was that? When was the coal traders?
That had to be a backways. It had to be like it was earlier than the 1800s. I know that.
Okay, but it wasn't like in Jesus' time, right?
No. It was probably around 1000 something.
Okay, so that word was probably an add-in, perhaps. What? There's also another part where Jesus talks about a little bit later. He talks about feeding. He says, "Peter, feed my sheep." And yes. I don't remember him saying, "Feed my lambs." I don't know. I could be wrong though. He says, "Feed my lambs," and then he says, "Feed my sheep" twice.
Maybe that actually might be a part of the Bible.
Probably.
I don't know if that was changed, but I do know you guys could go back in the Old Testament and start looking up Mo, More, and Mo, and they added other things too. I noticed they've sexualized the Old Testament quite a bit.
You can look up ho-ho.
Yeah, actually, I think they sexualized it really badly. I mean, at one point they were talking about somebody thinking about men with the members of a mule and copulating like horses, and something else. Migs B.
Why?
Yeah, Migs. If you go online and you go to Migs B's website, her channel, she talks about all of this.
I don't keep up on the Bible changes, but if anyone checks out Steve Robinson's channel, he did a video on how they found a tomb full of archbishops, and one of the archbishops, he was involved.
Wow.
Hey, I'm sorry, did you have any closing? I'm sorry, Harold, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Do you have any closing mark or whatever?
Just simply keep watching, and every single person makes a difference, okay? Don't think that your effort or your contribution don't make a difference. Every single person's make a difference.
That's right.
That's it.
You're absolutely right, Harold. You hit the nail on the head.
Right on.
Harold, thank you for joining us tonight. And I'm going to go here with Bill because he's going to tell us about his channel too. He's got a relatively new channel. Go ahead, Bill. Tell us about your channel. Tell them how to find you.
It's just William Frog, THORG. That's about it.
Okay.
It's not just about this, about hobby stuff too, but it's about Mandela stuff. It's a small channel.
All right. Well, definitely. I I'm gonna post a link in the description once it pops up and enables me to. It might not be till tomorrow where I can do it. We'll see. Actually, it is tomorrow. Time travelers, right?
Yeah.
There's a TV show I was going to check out. It's called I think it's called Travelers. Sliders. Yeah, Sliders is good. We should definitely check that out. What's another good time travel one, real quick, guys? Real quick, time travel TV show.
Time travel?
It's good. Other series of a family that goes.
Unless you count Quantum Leap, but
Mind control stuff, man. The AI is trying to tell me to go to sleep, and actually it's not the AI, it's my brain. My actual brain is being tired. But Bill, thank you for joining us. I'm glad you could come, and I'll definitely. Oh, we lost Patrick. I was going to tell. Dang it. I hope he comes back in. Melissa, are you there?
Yeah, I wanted to tell everybody, if you want to find somebody that's been on Brian's channel or anything, you can go here to Brian's channel.
Nice.
This channel thing, and it will bring up everybody, their little icons, and it's really easy to find people that way. Then you're not sitting here trying to other places to find it, because he has everyone listed. He always subs to everybody else because he's awesome like that.
Sweet.
Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate you doing that. So if you guys need to find anyone, just follow what Melissa just said. Just click on channel. You go to my channel and go to channel, and it'll show it in there. Just follow what she said. We lost Patrick. I was gonna have him. His name is Tom Hicken. I'll post his channel in the description. He probably had to go, but really thanks you guys for checking us out. We'll see you next week. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Have a great Mandela Effect night. God bless.
Take care.
Thank you.